And one of the reasons that I thought this was important, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I thought when we said wealth retreat, people would just be knocking over the doorsteps to get here. But I think what it is that many people don't realize that they have wealth to plan. So when they hear wealth, they say, not me, and they exclude themselves from the conversation. They exclude themselves from the planning. They exclude themselves from the gathering. So what we're going to be doing tonight is kicking off this amazing affair. So the first thing, if you haven't already invited a guest, I want you to stop what you're doing and invite a guest. The second thing, if you haven't shared the broadcast, guys, I want y'all in every chat group we on, telling them to share the broadcast. I want you sharing it in different groups, because everybody under the sound of my voice tonight needs to understand that you're already a millionaire, right? It's just something that you're doing or that you're not doing that has your revenue trapped. You're already a millionaire. Why are you not able to bring those funds to fruition? So that's what the conversation is about tonight. I hope you guys are able to follow along. You're going to get some specific instructions at the end, but it's critical that you share this broadcast, because as they indicated earlier, for far too long, we have adopted the stereotypes of what other people think about us, what other people say about us, what other people believed about us. And it's time for us to start building our own paradigms, our own economies, our own wealth systems. And in order for us to do that, we got to first understand just how much power we have. And tonight and this week is about uncovering your power. So if you haven't already bought your tickets to participate, make sure you go to www.blackgirlprofits.com. Use the code SAVE10, all uppercase, to buy your tickets, and you're going to receive a free generational wealth planner. I'm going to be showing you guys that tonight at the end, because it's critical that you keep a plan for your revenue. So tonight we're going to be talking about the fact that you're already a millionaire, but we got to uncover where your money is trapped. So one of the things that helped me get free of the lifestyle I used to live is that once I went to a personal leadership and accountability course, and we played a what if game. And he asked us, what if anything were possible? What if you couldn't fail? What if money were not an option? What would you do? And that really opened up my mind to think in a totally different way. So tonight I'm going to ask you, what if? What if? What if I told you that you're already closer to living the life that you want than you probably think? You already have the experience. You already have the expertise. You already have the know-it-all. You already have the blessing. You already have everything you need to be rich. What if I told you that? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? What if I told you that regardless as to your past, regardless as to where you are now, regardless as to how you may feel about your job, regardless as to any of that, There is a plan that has already been put in place where your future will dictate your final outcome. And the only person that can keep you from assuming that crown, from assuming that abundance, from assuming that wealth is you. Nothing can stop you from getting there but you. What would you do differently tomorrow? How would you act differently if you knew that this was guaranteed? And that really, not your friends, not your family, not your boss, not your man, not those normal excuses. The only thing standing in your way is you and the way you think. And what if you knew that there were millions of dollars behind the wall, and it was no doors, no windows, no instructions on how to get it out? What would you be willing to do to get access? And I want you guys to comment in the chat. What if you knew that? What if I pointed to that wall and I said, look, there's $1 million behind that wall. You get it out, you can have the $1 million. You don't get it out, you can't have it. Tell me in the chat, what would you be willing to do? Let me see what some of these answers are in the chat. Wait a minute now, somebody ain't answered yet. Because see, if it was me, it would be no holding back. I would be beating on that wall, if I had to beat on that wall with a sledgehammer every day. Now be specific, Ava, not any and everything. What would you do? D-Mar said, I'm knocking that wall down. If I had to run my car into that wall. I don't think that you understand that you already have access to those millions of dollars. And the only thing that's keeping you from getting them is the fact that, are you really willing to do what it takes? How much would you be willing to invest for the knowledge on how to get that money from behind the wall? Would you be willing to invest 10%? I tell people all the time, you got millions of dollars in your backyard. Everybody has something that they can turn into money. I talked to a lady today that talked about how many inventions she has created. But if you don't know how to sell them for money, what good are they? How many hours would you be willing to work to free that money? Now, some of you go to a job and you work for hours and hours. And if somebody tells you you need some extra money, guess what you do? You go back to that job and you work some more hours. How many of you have done that? Go ahead and say me in the chat. You think the solution to your next level is more work for somebody else. You think the key to your wealth and to your riches is harder work for somebody else. You think that the solution to you living a different lifestyle is getting a promotion, working for somebody else. But I'm here to tell you that the key for you to be able to access millions of dollars is right there inside of you. What if people told you to give up? We will sit there and we will listen to people who tell us to give up. Give up on your dreams. Give up on that side hustle. Give up on that business, girl. It's not working. Reduce your prices. Your prices are too expensive. We'll do all of that. But guess what? We won't give up on that job. And if that job lets you go tomorrow, you'll be right back out there trying. I've been doing all that on mute. Rose, I've been on mute all that time.
Yes, ma'am.
You are lying. It ain't nobody told me.
I sent you a message in the chat.
Just now?
I mean, you went on mute about maybe a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Not the whole time.
I'm gonna say. So if you wonder why I say you're a millionaire already, it's because according to the word, you're already rich. The world has tricked you into not believing what the word says. So there's certain keys that you're missing that have been hidden in the world. There's a key to your head, there's a key to your hands, and there's a key to your heart. There are 3 places that money is made. Before it manifests into the physical world, you got to make the money first in your head. You got to think about idea. The second place is in your heart. You got to believe it. The third place, before you ever see the money in your hands have to do some work. So I want you to do an inventory real quick. I want you to think of how many times you've come up with an idea and you didn't do anything with it. And then later, you saw that idea on television or in Walmart or on the Home Shopping Network, making a whole lot of money. And you thought to yourself, that could have been me. But you left that idea locked up in your head. Has that ever happened to any of you? Go ahead and say me in the chat. Then there have been times where you had an idea in your head, and then you also had that idea in your heart, and you believed it. And you believed that idea. You wrote it in a notebook. You wrote it in a notebook. You had all the specs drawn down. You knew exactly where you was gonna sell it. You knew exactly who you was gonna sell it to, but you never did anything with it. How many times has that happened? Go ahead and say me in the chat. I know I used to have all these notebooks full of ideas, and I believed that they would honestly work. When it took time for me to go from my heart to my hands and actually do the work, I procrastinated. I became fearful. I shut down and I didn't do the work. How many of you has that ever happened to? So what are the keys to unlocking what's in your head? The ideas in your head are not any good until you get them out of your head and turn them into a product or a service. The first thing you got to believe is that everybody has a purpose. Those ideas that come into your head, they don't come into your head for no reason. There's a reason they duck into your head. That purpose is put into your head, and your experiences, all the days of your life, everything that happens to you is going to be an opportunity for you to take that experience and teach somebody else. So when you unlock your purpose, you become rich. When you birth the ideas that God gives you, you become rich. When you teach what you know, you become rich. So it's not an accident. But what's keeping you from unlocking what's in your head? Worry, thinking you're not good enough, your past. We quick to compare ourselves to other people. We worry about what other people are going to say. Or then we become fearful. What if I put it out there and nobody's going to buy it? And worst of all, sometimes we just don't know how to do it. And so that's what keeps you from unlocking what's in your head. What keeps you from unlocking what's in your hands? So you've already created the product or service, but you don't want to offer it to anybody. I tell people all the time that this is not only the best time to be alive, this is the best place to be alive. You say what you want about America. It's a free commerce society. Can't nobody stop you from going to the corner, selling sandwiches, lemonade. That's how Paula Dean got started. That girl was scared to leave her house. Used to send her little boys up and down the street with big old thick sandwiches in their wagon, selling them. That woman got rich off of selling sandwiches. Famous Amos got rich off of chocolate chip cookies. Where else in the world can you get rich, Starbucks, off a cup of coffee? Where else in the world can you get rich, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kremes, off a donut? Flour and sugar, the basic of things. But you gotta wanna get out and promote your stuff. Nowadays, there's more ways to promote your stuff than ever existed. You used to only be able to touch your neighbor, the people at your church, the people at your job. Now you got the internet. You got access to 8 billion people all over the world. What's stopping you? And it's even cheaper ways. Cheaper ways to market. You can go live for free. You can post on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter for free. You got access to the entire world. You got more people to buy. People are buying more than they ever have, but yet you're afraid to get out there. So what's keeping you from doing that? You have limited sales experience, or maybe you don't have any marketing knowledge. Maybe you have limited promotional expertise. Maybe you're not familiar with social media. But all of that can be fixed if it weren't for procrastination and perfection. See, those first 4 things you can learn. Those last 2 things you have to want to move beyond. And unlocking what's in your heart. How do you put a price on what you love so much? First, you got to realize it's not your job to save the world. It's just not. It's just not. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't have to tell myself that. It's not a day that goes by that I don't get some sob story and I really want to save that person. But then I got to think about that person has to make the same choices that I had to make to save me. And if they're not willing to make those choices, I can't make the choices for them. I wasn't sent to save the world. And then sometimes you just don't know how to price it, but we can fix that. Or you don't understand your target market. Many of us tend to inflict on our target the same economy we have. So if our economy is horrible, we think other people can't afford it just because we can't. Or we don't have the knowledge of finding the people who will actually pay us. Or we've been told to be a blessing so many times that we forget that what's going to happen when you're in a position where you need a blessing and there's nobody to bless you. Your first blessing should be to yourself. At some point, take care of yourself. 60-year-old self gonna say to you that you should have been out there hustling. You should have been out there selling something. Take care of us. You should have been out there using your skills to generate revenue. Stop being reliant upon a job that's gonna let us go. Or we're so busy penalizing ourselves for where we've come from that we don't think we're worth anything in the business market, and that's not true. But what it all boils down to is we're just too busy helping for free to save ourselves. You got to know your worth, ladies, in a business capacity, regardless as to how you feel about yourself personally. You've got to know that there's somebody in this world that will pay you $5, $50, $500, $5,000, $50,000, $500,000, $5 million for what you know, depending on who you market your skills to. I don't care who you are and what you do. You got to value your legacy. When you're gone from this earth, what are they going to say about you? You got to ensure your generational wealth. Who's going to take care of your kids when you're gone? But even with all that said, you got to bless yourself first. Quit running around here blessing people that ain't going to ever bless you. You're going to fool around, run around here starting all these nonprofits. You're going to be the nonprofit. Starting soup kitchens, you're going to be the soup kitchen. The word says that we're blessed to be a blessing. That means that you have to bless people from your overflow. You don't bless people from your lack. So remember this wall we talked about earlier? Everybody has access to that wall. And beyond that wall is the life that you dream of, the wealth that you want. Everything that you want is beyond that wall. But are you willing to do the work to get beyond that wall? Are you willing to use what's in your head, use what's in your heart, use what's in your hand to grab those keys? And then you got to remember what's behind that wall has already been promised to you. But he said, you got to do the work to get it. You got to have commitment to get it. You have to leverage your knowledge to get it. And it requires an investment for you to get it. So what will break your keys and keep you from having access to the life that you want? Number one, waiting till the perfect time. There is no such condition. I'm gonna wait till my kids get older. I'm gonna wait till the kids graduate. I'm gonna wait till it ain't so busy at my job. I'm gonna wait, and wait broke the bridge, and it broke your dreams too. Making excuses. Everybody has the same opportunity. You can either look at it like lemons, or you can look at it like lemonade and go sell it and get what you need. But everybody's got the same opportunities. Not seeing opportunities, being blind to just so many ways to generate revenue in this world. And last but not least, being so comfortable with what we have that we're willing to just sit with it and be complacent. So as we kick off this Wealth Summit, I want to encourage you to use your keys. Use the keys to your head and create products and services that will generate revenue. Use the keys in your hand and don't just create the ideas, but actually execute those ideas, and use the keys to your heart and put a price to your products and services. My last question is, what would you invest to unlock your millions? And we have a ton of ways for you to participate in this quickly growing community. Become a volunteer so you can see behind the scenes what it really looks like to run a brand. If you can work a job, you can run a business. But sometimes we don't know that. So come take a look. Become an affiliate for only $19 a month. If you don't have the money to invest in your own education, bring some other people along for the ride and get your money that way. And then we have products and services for as low as $59 a month. But again, we tell you, you get what you pay for. Schedule your call today at www.blackgirlprofitscall. Or matter of fact, that's bit.ly/blackgirlprofitscall. Schedule your call today and see what we can do to help you move your money from your head into your hands. So I want to go ahead and open it up for a quick Q&A to see if anybody has any questions. Rose, my VIP red carpet team, where y'all at?
Right here, Coach. Right here. Let's see what the people have to say.
Shanedra, Ebony, what y'all think about that?
Coach, you know, I heard 3 things: wall, work, and wealth. If you do the work, you can knock down the wall, and behind that wall is your wealth.
And everybody has a wall.
Yes, we do.
And everybody has wealth. It was set aside for us even before we was in our mother's womb.
Wow. Wow, Coach. That's powerful. Think about
I was going to say the same thing.
Think about that. Before we were even known to the world, the wealth was already stored up for us.
Yes, but the most powerful thing about the presentation is there's so many ways that you can get involved. Which way really benefits you? How many brands gives you a lot of different choices on how you can be involved? That is truly incredible.
Yeah, it is. Because I mean, what does all of that say, you know, to you? I'm in a different generation, a different era. I have more time behind me than I do in front of me. You have more time in front of you right now than you do behind you. So what does that say to you? That if
I'll be honest, Rose, the time is a funny thing. Because you might look at somebody young and say they got more time than you, but you don't know how that clock gonna swing.
Well, that's true.
I'm just gonna be honest. So at the end of the day, I look at every day like I got no time. I look at every day like I got absolutely positively no time. And so time is what you make of it. So if you say you got more time, they got more time than you, but if you get up every day and use your time and they don't,
then I have more time than they do.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, it is relative, isn't it? I agree with you. So if you use your time wisely and you create more resources and you don't put everything on yourself, it's something that you preach to us, Coach. Create a team, because more hands make less work. So if you create a team and you give up some control, then you can grow further and faster. What you all think?
I agree.
It's true. I mean, I'm just saying, like, just from even having an opportunity for somebody to say, hey, come be on my team. Like, what? Like somebody saying, hey, let me show you this. Not only that, let me let you lead something. Lead something? Hey, look, let me tell you, that's priceless. Look, I'm still in corporate America and I had to fight to lead something. Them people didn't even really want to let me lead nothing. But they couldn't help it because they couldn't, they could not think, they could not explore, they could not imagine, they could not people person me. They had no choice. But this lady said, hey, You can come and I'll let you lead something and I'll show you. And I'll never, ever forget that. Y'all think that's powerful?
And not just something on the front end. She says, come and volunteer. See what it takes to run a brand, not just on the front end, but on the back end too, where the real work is. It's all work, but it's how you do the work and how you are guided in doing that work.
It's so true. It's so true. And when somebody is giving you the instructions and allowing you to be hands-on, that's a powerful combination. You have to understand that. I really want you to, because some people, they'll just say, hey, I'll teach you, but I'm just going to drop a link somewhere. And after that, you go fix. You know what I'm saying? Like this, she say, listen, I'm giving you the instruction and the hands-on and a level of coaching. Even in the volunteer, like they're getting coaching. Every time coach show up, she do just that, she coach. It's never not a time I'm not learning from her. It's never not a time I'm not feeding from these ladies. Like never in a million years I have met a Rose Fauntleroy or Ebony Siegler. It just wouldn't even happen. And I always look at that as powerful. It means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I show up for them. So that's how you build community. And I mean that.
But Shanedra, you said something powerful. You said you show up for us, but on the cool, when you show up for somebody else, you're showing up for yourself. See, that's what we got as women got to realize, that there's enough room for us all to go on this journey together. This, as cold as it is outside right now, you can't be out there in them streets by yourself. Mm-hmm. If all it takes you is $59 a month to be in a membership or $19 a month to be an affiliate, it's a cold world out there. Like DJ Kelly say, bundle up. You can't be out there in them streets by yourself. Wonder why you don't know what move to make next. Wonder why you don't have anybody come to your rescue, nobody to talk to. It's too rough out there nowadays for you just to be out there trying to just thug it out. It doesn't work like that anymore. Groups and community win, period, point blank.
Yeah, that's because it's the lack of it. You know, it's not a lot of communities out there that's actually, built for growth, built for communication amongst the members. I think one of the most powerful tools is I love our group chat. I live in our group chat. That group chat, that's money to me. Because that's the one place I can go and I can share my ideas in between classes and I can hear feedback and I know what move I should be trying to make next. Like when I'm getting scared, y'all see that in my messages and y'all give me that encouragement. That is such a beautiful thing to me. This community is just so important. So you guys, what are y'all waiting on?
That is a very powerful thing, Ebony, because being able to mastermind and to run your ideas and just to talk to and share your fears, be able to be vulnerable amongst a community of like-minded women, of like-minded people. Fellas, we want y'all too, but y'all seem to be scared. But anyway, that is a powerful thing. That really is, because when you're an entrepreneur, and especially when you first start out, you may be a solo entrepreneur and you're sitting trying to create, trying to bring in revenue, and you want to be able to just talk to someone about what it is you're planning to do or what you're doing, and having somewhere to go and someone to talk to about that you can trust and know that what you're sharing is not going to be stolen or used or whatever. It is a powerful thing. And another thing, Coach, you said, it's not that you say volunteer in the brand. You have given, I think, 3 or 4, 5 ways that you can get started in this community. So you meet just about everyone where they are. And then once they trajectory pass where they are, then there's another level that they can move to so that they're always growing. That's powerful. That's powerful.
I mean, yeah, and the reality is, I mean, we ain't got no money to be starting no business, right? You need to start in a community where you get some nurturing from the start. And some of your business broke down, broke back, whatever. It's time to get some more knowledge to change that. If you don't, you're gonna go out there and dish a whole listen, you're gonna spend a lot of money. Like just within me starting within 3 or 4 months, about 3 weeks before meeting coach, I had already wasted probably about $600. You understand what I'm saying? So
girl, you 600. I don't even want to say my number.
Well, I don't know. I could be tight sometimes. I was like, no, wait a minute. You gotta scale back, girl. You got what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then I met somebody who was gonna say, hey, this is how you start from the start. Like some people want to give you like bits and pieces. Mm-hmm. Like, you do this, so I'm just gonna teach you how to market. Okay, well, I ain't got no money to market. I need some money to market. How I get the money to do that? Oh, it's paperwork to do that? Oh, well, dang, I don't even know what they asking for. How do I? Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to tell you that it's like a puzzle, right? It's a lot of different pieces for a brand. And there's a lot of people out here piecemealing y'all. And you got to go, you got to go to 50 different stops and spend a lot of money to get the whole puzzle. Like this is all stop, from startup.
And then on some of those, you don't even get all the pieces to the puzzle. See? When you make that pit stop. There's one little nugget that will make everything click, but you just never seem to get to that. Yes, Ola, you're right. Ola says getting involved is a plus. It is a plus. The knowledge we will gain that we gain is priceless. It helps to bring that thought you have in your head to paper. Oh, go ahead, Ola, and then to profit.
Yeah. Look, y'all, when I be going to them volunteer meetings, okay, let me just let y'all know, a girl don't never leave without knowledge. From email marketing to running my social media. I got over 4,000 friends on my social media, and out of them 4,000 friends before joining this community, I wasn't making not $1. But I have friends. Girl, did I have friends. You go down that friend list, you see thousands of friends. You might see a few likes, but all them friends, and wasn't no money to be made. I come over here, I'm like, yeah, I want to volunteer. And I mean, my mind got blown. I said, hold on, what was it? People be on social media just banking? Oh, it's like that. Oh, so them same friends that I'm just posting for paying you. Oh, let me get my bag over here. That knowledge, y'all, even at the volunteer level, you're gonna be left with tools that's gonna be able to help you out in your business. Because whatever you do for Coach's brand, you're just gonna turn it around and do it for your own.
And that's what we have to learn, is that when you're learning something from someone, you have to learn to mimic and to duplicate. Now, you don't duplicate it exactly as it is, because you have to put your personality, your brand, and your market on it. But you learn those skills, and they don't just serve you for the time being, for a week, a month, or a year. It serves you for a lifetime. It's skills that you learn that can serve you not just in your brand, in that particular brand you create then, but you can roll some of that money into some other things that you are interested in, and you have the skills and knowledge to transfer from that. That is where the big opportunity comes in at.
And I mean, why not get a playing field first? Like, why not see how somebody really runs a business? I know me personally, like I ain't trying to go out there and look like some shim sham. No, baby. I don't that's not my cup of tea. Like I don't roll like that, okay? I need my stuff to be together. I ain't say perfect, but I said together. That means a plan. You know what I'm saying? That means a knowledge base. And that's what you get like from volunteering. Like people are always, I ain't got time. You don't have time not to. Do you have the money that you need in your business? Well, something not right, baby. something not right. I don't know if it's the foundation, could be the money. You may need other, something is not right. Like, it don't take a rocket scientist. Why not get some help?
But do you think people don't like to sign up to volunteer, or don't volunteer in things, not just in this brand, because we have volunteers and we're inviting in more volunteers, because they see volunteer as giving away their free time. But if you are learning a skill that you can apply to your business or to your life somewhere along the way, then you're gaining. That's what's in it for you. You are gaining without spending a dime, if that money part is the hold up or the hold back.
Y'all ready for this one? Because it just clicked with me. Waiting for things to be perfect is another sign of fear. That ain't nothing but fear.
Nothing's ever going to be perfect.
Yes, for me to sit back and say, I'm going to wait till this is perfect, that ain't nothing but fear saying, girl, now you know you scared. We ain't doing it yet. We're just going to make it sound better.
If you're scared,
don't let that be you. And if you notice that it is you, go ahead and volunteer. Because you got to conquer them fears. I think that every part of Coach's her plan with the volunteer and stuff, I just feel like it's a level of how fearful are you? Because maybe you're not ready to go live on your platform, but maybe you can find comfort in going live on somebody else with a group of people. Maybe you don't know how to work your social media, but maybe when you see how you promote other people's products, how it's going to feel to promote your own.
That's absolutely right, because it's the law of reciprocity. What you give out comes back to you. So you want to make sure that you're giving out goodness, that you're serving. Selling in sales and all of that is about serving. It's about service. And so who are you serving? You cannot expect to be served if you're not serving. If you're not serving others. In order to get what you want, you have to help others get what they want. That's just how it is. So I want to go back to that wall that Coach had up. And what you said, some folks said they would do anything to get over or through that wall if they knew their money was on the other side of it. But are you really willing to do that? Are you really willing to do the work?
Yeah, you got to be willing to get over yourself, because I've shared with you guys many times, like, people always come in like, you seem to just get up there and flow and do it well and speaking this and that. I told y'all, I used to be painfully shy. I'm talking about anytime I get up to talk, I would just heart palpitations or whatever. I'm just here to tell you that if you work that muscle, baby, and you get this right here, and you get in tune, and you commune with your creator, because, baby, my faith, hey, my faith is strong, man. And you can commune with your creator. You got to get out yourself. You got to get over yourself first. You have to do that. Be willing to do that. We do want to go ahead and get these presentations on and going. I know we've been, kind of facilitating here, but I think they're getting ready in the background. I don't want to take away from their time. So let's go ahead and get those queued up.
Oh, y'all all right? Y'all got time.
Oh, okay. Okay, y'all. Well, I'll go ahead on
and and time makes lovers feel. Y'all remember that song?
All right, Coach, don't make me sing a song now. They don't never want me to sing.
You gonna sing the Foxtrot?
Yeah, girl, don't you know? You see, I got the Fox right now. I figured it out. And look, people, don't y'all come for me. Don't do it. I'm putting it out there now. Don't do it. Don't get in my inbox. It's fake. It's far.
It's Foxfur.
It's far. It's faux. It's faux.
There you go. It's faux.
It's faux. Okay.
No, it's Fox.
It's faux. So don't come for me, folks. Don't come for me, because my fox might have to bite you. But no, y'all, Coach, you know, you were talking about that wall and you had all that money stacked behind that wall. And just think, suppose we walk out the door tomorrow, get in our car, drive down the street, we hit a brick wall, and there it is. Our money. And you were thinking, I've been hitting this brick wall, or I've been driving past this brick wall every day. Every day. But I never thought to touch this brick wall until today. And look at what's behind it. Suppose that was really you all's story. That, because you know, a lot of people, they will put in the work. They will put in the work. They will put in the work, and it seems like nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, they just throw their hands up and they walk away from it. And then the next person comes behind them and they hit the jackpot. It's just like in the casino. You think you on a hot machine and you play in the machine and you're playing the machine. I don't go to casino, y'all. I'm just going by what I heard. And you play and you play in the machine and you play in the machine, and the machine is cold. It give you 5 cents here, $100 there, $5 there, and you say, "Oh, this machine is cold. I'm not." Soon as you get up, walk around the corner, you hear ding, 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 and you like, "I be daggone. That's my machine." And you walk over there and that person looking at you like, you better back up because you got up. So don't get up and give up on your opportunity. My faux fur, he falling down. Don't give up on your opportunity. Sit in it. Stay in the seat. Don't give up. See it through. Because when you get tired, when you feel yourself really fading, that's usually when you are just on the tipping point of your success. What y'all think? Make sure y'all say it's faux now.
Faux fur.
That's so good. Don't it? And you know, the best thing about success is that even before you get to the money, and you know you're making the right steps, yeah, the right steps that you're starting to see a turnaround with that. You're starting to get the people moving. You're starting to even look at yourself different.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best right there. When you look at yourself different, you look in that mirror and you like, let me fix it. Yep, that's her. That's the boss.
Mm-hmm. You do. You start walking past the mirror and you back up. You be like, oh.
Walking past the mirror. Oh.
Is that me?
Dang, I'm paid. Let a person try me. Hammer time.
And I'm going to say this, like everything I've done probably to date, like I've never felt prepared for. Like, I'm serious, everything, even now, my current role, everything I've done for I've always been the kind of person that just been thrown into it. And I always ask, like, why? Like everybody seems to get the best training in the world. Everybody be having people buddy jacked in and doing all this. Like, dang, like why they get this way? And I'm always feeling like I'm the one got to work the longest hours, and I'm the one got to pull the people together, and I'm the one that just got to figure it out. I'm the one that got to write the protocol. Like, Lord, this just ain't fair. Why? He always done that. And I'm gonna tell you this, because of that, it's fight mode now. Because if I did that for those people, why I can't fight and figure it out for me?
But you know, that also too may have been your training ground for where you are now.
It's good. And it was a powerful training ground, because I always feel like, you know what, I don't know how I got here, what I'm supposed to be doing, like what you, I don't even know what you mean, like what you mean I'm running it. I don't know what that means, man. And it's always in my story. And you know what? He good though, because right now you're right, I can see that. You never know why. You never know why you feel like, oh man, not the hardest worker, the one I got everything on the back. You never know why. It's why. He trained me already.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta run now.
He was prepared.
I already been trained for it. I already been trained. And that's the part of when you commune and you figure out, you know what, this is my time. Ain't really nobody can stop you but you. So why? It been seeming like I've been showing up and doing everything because baby, I already been doing it for other people.
That's right. That's right.
And I just decided, like, nah, you know what? I found some good ground over there, some other women that's working and they, you know what I'm saying, they buy something. So why not? Because when I was doing it before, it wasn't for people that was for me. It may have seemed like it at some time that they were, but they weren't. Them folk weren't for me. So what I feel now is like, you know what, girl, you thought back then was hard. You now is where you finna kick your feet up, but mentally though, because now, hey, you ain't trying to put on and please this person, put on, you doing all this for you. And it's the best feeling. It is the best feeling in the world.
You know, you guys all come from a corporate background and I don't. And I remember trying to be an entrepreneur when I turned 19. I think that was my first introduction into the entrepreneurship role. And trying for so long, I've been trying since I was about 19. I just turned 30, so about 10, 11 years. What coach you got over here, ain't nobody got. It ain't no way, and it ain't no other non-blunt way I could put it. I guess I should say it like that. Ain't nobody out there doing it. I done paid for coaches. I done paid for courses. I done paid, I done gave. I've been asking. All of that. And I ain't never got the level of knowledge from anywhere else than here. All those years. I mean, when I say I've put thousands, yeah. Look, I would never want to calculate it because I might just break down. I put so much, you guys, into this. And when I see people pass up a community like this because they think it's something better out there, because maybe they ain't been searching for somebody for as long as I have. You know, maybe you just like this the first person you done came across and, you know, you might be able to find somebody cheaper. The level of knowledge that's here in this community, I've never been able to find that anywhere. I've been on in groups before from that coaches has put us in, and legit, I'm learning more from the group of women who we don't know what the heck we doing than we did with the coach. I done spent a lot of money never to be able to, not even able to ask the coach the questions, but I never had the right information to know what type of questions I really should have been asking.
Well, you know, you make a good point with that, because a lot of times when people get into coaching, sometimes you don't know, well, you don't know what you don't know, so you don't know what to ask. You don't know what are the right questions. That's why it helps to be in a community of like-minded people, because there's always going to be someone who is maybe a few steps behind you, someone that's going to be beside you, and then there are going to be people who are going to be ahead of you. So therefore, you always have these resources on the back, the front, and the sides to hold you up when you're not quite sure. You know, because we all are not quite sure sometimes. You know, and it helps to have a knowledge base that you can go to, and then to know that you have a leader who you can go to, who's not going to piecemeal it, who's not going to hide the puzzle behind the wall, who's going to give you each and every piece or lead you and guide you to those pieces that you need. And then to have the different levels to meet you where you are. That is a godsend. And anyone can say what they want, because, you know, I've been out here in this coaching world for a minute. And like you said, Ebony, sometimes some of the pieces they give you certain pieces, but then they keep certain pieces too.
And I think what's good though, not only are you getting the knowledge, like you're not getting condemned for not knowing, right?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like one of the things that I had to learn to be an effective leader is that, you know, well, like I'm not condemning these people. I don't know where they came from. They may not have the same home training I got, man. Look, we all people, but we gotta work together and we gotta get a job done, right? So the fact that she came in and like, I don't know, it wasn't a problem that I didn't know. You understand? Like some people they want to teach you, but at the same time, like how you didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? But they condemn you for what you don't know. And see what I like about that, that's one of the building blocks of effective learning. You got to have somebody that's going to welcome you in where you are in your thought process. You know, everybody not going to come in as, you know, being, you know, level 10. You got people that's level 1 that's just starting out. And you would think, how is all of that going to even clash together when you got people at all different levels? But she's so effective at what she does. You know, people that's been in business 4 or 5 years ago and somebody that's just like me to be in the same room and still have a tailored experience that they learning. That's powerful. Effective leaders can do that. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't teach a kindergarten and a 12th grader in the same room.
That's right.
Can't do it.
That's good.
That's an art. And see, I try to tell people when I talk, you know, I try to give them something visual so they understand.
Because everybody.
Another thing is, you ought to know about me, I ain't gonna sell everybody. I don't even seem like that type of person do. I don't even seem like the type of person that's gonna come up here and just praise any old body. But I know an effective leader when I see one. I work too hard to be one myself. When I see something, I say that I know I aspire to be, I kind of stop and I raise my eyebrow like, you know what? It might
get your attention.
All right. That's all right to me. I remember my first grant certification class. I was scared because I was like, oh my God, like I was just looking at all the people there. They had established businesses and they were, and I'm like, I don't even really have a true name. Like I filed something, like I don't have nothing. Really know about my products and services. I like, is this? And I knew from the first, like, girl, you've been listening. You've been I'm learning so fast. And I say, it has ignited a new hunger in me. And that's what I needed.
And especially now, because things are
too stuck in. That's what I got to that and say, hey girl, where you at, girl? What that girl at that thought she, you know, was gonna go study neuroscience, you know? What that biologist at though? You know, what a girl who loved chemistry, what? Mm-hmm. What a girl who was happy to teach little kids that math was okay. What she at? She had got buried in life, right? In routine. And that's what I needed to awaken that hunger again. And it is powerful. And if you don't stay around people who's going to keep you hungry, that's also going to be a problem. That's going to hinder your wealth day in, day out. What you want around people that got pennies? They don't know about no wealth. You know, and that's why I knew, although I love my friends and I love my family, I understood that it's going to be a little different on this side. And although I'm not saying like, oh, Chunk and Deuce, I'm leaving y'all, but for what's right now, what's important, I got to be around somebody that's going to say, girl, you got to stay hungry. And you got to be intentional about what you're doing. I ain't worried about missing this. And I said, y'all, COVID, I hate to say this sometimes because I know it's been a lot of stuff going on with people, death, everything. But for me in my life, COVID has been probably one of the best things that's happened to me in my adulthood because I had the time to sit here and figure out what I needed to do with my next steps. I really did. I had the time not to commute from North Houston to downtown. You know, I had the time and I had to go pick up my son. He just been here running around. That's all. That's a different. But I had the time not to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I use my commuting time, what I used to do to read now. That's what I do. It's a whole mindset shift thing.
That's right.
I said, you know what? I set up and I worked. I used to work 6 to 7 hours in 1 week on projects, baby. No, when the time 4 o'clock, I got to go, baby. This is my time now. My commute time, that's my time to work on my thought. That's my time to do my homework from coach. That's my time to go back and watch replays. It's that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I don't want you to come over here and think it's like easy street. I'm not telling you it's not going to take a little bit of toll on your family and time. I'm not telling you that. But what I'm telling you that is that if you choose to say yes with a sound mind and want to do the work, things going to happen. Here I am. I met her in June. Here it is November, and I'm already talking about I'm finna lunch something. What? Hey, man, if it weren't for COVID, it would have never happened. I would have never had the time to sit still and take a grant certification course. Never had the time to even meet her.
And not only talking about you launching something, you're sitting here on this platform.
Sitting here on the platform, girl, a girl who couldn't.
In another training ground.
On another training ground, a girl whose heart used to just beat out her chest when they called on her. I was a math and science kid. I did experiments. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to talk. Let me do my project. Let me go sit at my desk over here and do it. I didn't have no people. That wasn't my training ground. See, but that's why I love him though, because what you think is the thing that's gonna set you free. You say, baby, that's not it. That's why you gotta keep living and learning. I couldn't do this. Meet me 5, 6, 7 years ago. Then you wouldn't have found this version of me. I wouldn't have been there. You probably would have even thought I was a different person. I mean, I could articulate. I mean, I could do that from a young age. But could I sit here and do it with passion and not really care what you think? Please. That's power.
Mm-hmm.
That's power.
Yeah.
Y'all, I mean, look, I ain't gonna preach. They say I'm a pastor in the making. Y'all, maybe in 20 years, maybe 20 years from now, maybe 20 years. But right now, I gotta get some bread. You know, we gotta. I gotta get some bread.
That cash app so we can pass the plate.
I gotta get some bread though, cause I got a 3-year-old. I gotta get some bread. I'm trying to be working a whole different way by the time this young man by 5 or 6. I'm trying to be doing something on a whole different, you know what I'm saying, a whole different level. But I had to listen, I had to develop this voice, y'all. I had to develop this voice. You gotta do that for your business. If you can't talk about you, you can't talk about your business. I can't connect with you. I don't even know what you're selling, man. Your heart ain't even in this. Your effort ain't even in it. I'm just saying. Look, I know it's a lot, y'all, but I told y'all I'm passionate about this part of my life. I'm passionate about this walk this time around. It's different.
You just said something. You said by the time your baby is 5 or 6 years old, you're gonna be on a whole different path. That is to just imagine being able to enjoy, because you know I got a 7-year-old. I almost threw up when I said that. Woo. And if I would have met Coach when he was 3, and I could have really took in it, because 7 years old, I mean, that's where the fun begins. I mean, don't get me wrong, at 3 and 2, they cute. But at 7, I mean, they can do the roller coasters with you. They understand, like they know how to click, you know, things click in their head. They able to have a different type of conversation. It's gonna be beautiful. The things you and your son gonna be able to accomplish, because you're gonna be financially free and financially able to do it, and still be in this community with all of these women. That's just gonna be really amazing. And I say that I just gotta go a little bit harder, because I gotta hurry up and do it for that baby turn 8. Because I mean, time has definitely flown by, and I don't want to miss nothing because of money. I don't want to miss nothing in my life because I was too afraid to ask again. I'm just tired of missing out because I'm tired of not opening my mouth up and saying what I want. See, I get into this thing where I'm like, well, if I asked one time and you ain't say yes, then I'm not going to ask again because you should have just said yes. But that's not the right mentality. And I had to learn that I was the reason why I wasn't having no money. Because I was expecting something from someone that I never even verbalized nor communicated with them. Y'all, I'm really excited about tonight. We already had one amazing, great presentation. Wow.
That's right. That is exactly right. So y'all see what we talking about? It's not too late. It's not too late to join us. It's not too late to join us on the level of where you are. We will meet you where you are. So you can go to www.blackgirlprofits.com or bit.ly/blackgirlcall to schedule a call with Coach and find out exactly where you fit and where you'd like to fit. Okay. It seems like our next speaker is ready. Are you all ready? This the money lady, y'all. This the tax lady, y'all.
Yes.
This is the lady who gets your paperwork straight, who gets your taxes straight so that you don't have them alphabet boys on your back. Okay? Because nobody wants the I, the R, and the S, and it's not Iris, on your back. This is the lady who helps you do that. And now this is the lady who is going to teach you all and talk to you all about minority certifications. Hi, CJ! Y'all welcome CJ into the room.
Listen, how is everyone doing? Y'all been killing the game.
Earrings.
Y'all cannot have me come on after all of this hypeness. We got Pastor Sinedra in the house. We got Hype Man Evan in the house. We got Smooth Sailing Rose in the house. I'm so hyped. I'm like children. I'm sliding them in the bed. And you better not get up. You better not turn this light off on me.
Girl, I'm here to do the same.
Yeah, listen, it's real out here in these streets, but y'all let people know the real deal. Let's look. It's hard work behind these things. It's a lot go on. You know, especially if you real, you mamas, y'all say y'all have little ones. I have, how old are my kids? 8, 6, and 4. So baby, y'all already know what goes on in here. And I'm a single mom too, so you already know. Hurry up and eat the food. Hurry up, take your bath. Hurry up, go to bed. You better not get up. So
let me make a point that CJ. Y'all pay attention to these ladies. They all have little children and big responsibilities. But guess what? They get to do that in the comfort of their own homes because they've created the business and the life and are creating the business and the life that allows them to do that. So if that is something that you want to do, pay attention, listen up, pay attention, and jump on board. CJ, we're going to let you do your thing, girl.
Ooh, y'all, I'm so crunk. And y'all know this is my birthday week. I feel like I should be with y'all. Y'all know normally we'll have some music coming out. I was about to kick some music, You know, I might sing my own song, but I ain't gonna sing my own song. That's okay.
Happy birthday to ya.
Oh,
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I got to sing a song, y'all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, we're gonna
Here
let
we
you
go.
go.
Happy birthday. Listen, anybody make a birthday in this here 2020, I got something to celebrate. Y'all, I'm about to be 45. Oh, my.
Come on, CJ.
That's when I started having parties.
See the pastor, see how the pastor about to shift some things. We about to go on to a praise break and the party and the second line at the same time. Do you hear me?
So you gonna bring out the second line? Sure, you're right.
Well, don't, I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna behave. So let me digress. Woosah, let me get out of twirl. Yeah, know that's my, for y'all don't know, that's my nickname. Yeah, that's my name. That's my nickname in the community. I'm twirl. I had a little twirl moment. I miss y'all, so I had to get it where I could get it. Let me go ahead, you break it back on in, bring it in, CJ, bring it in, and go ahead and be an accountant again. Let me go ahead and do my thing. So y'all, haven't this been so amazing? I don't know why. I'm like, Lord, I signed up to go behind Coach. Hard act to follow. Is she or is she not the GOAT? Is she or is she not the greatest of all time? Baby, don't play with the coach. Do you hear me? She will find your million. I don't care. Like I said this morning, I don't care if you have a lemonade stand. But that lemonade stand gonna be running 7 figures if you follow the blueprint. So as we are recession proofing our businesses, I'm going to talk to you all about recession proofing your business as it relates to minority certification. Yes, I said it. Take a deep breath. Yes, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Yes, because a lot of us have never thought that we can have minority certification. A lot of us never thought that, oh my God, that is something that really can be profitable for me. It can be on my list. It can be on my goals, right? We're in a pandemic. What are you talking about, CJ? Getting a minority certification. But if you listen to the coach and you follow that and you go to that website, right? www.blackgirlprofits.com. Coach Danielle has already taken our mindset, right, to a level that a lot of us have never seen, experienced, or even heard of before. We always think, okay, maybe that's for that person, but not me. But what I'm going to tell you all is if 2020 didn't teach us anything, it taught us that there is money in the land, and there's money in the land with your name on it, that there is resources, but you just have to position yourself. Position yourself, like she said, it comes here first, right? Position yourself so you can position it in your paper, position it in your pocket, position it with those zeros in your bank account. So that's what I'm going to talk about here. I absolutely have to give shout out to Coach again. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Oh my goodness, when I tell y'all my business has, oh my God, just has transformed since my time with my coach. So I have to give honor where honor is due. So, guys, I want you to, let's get on in. So, and thank y'all for rocking with me my birthday. I'm so excited. So let's get to it, shall we? So let's recession proof your business with minority certification. Did you take your breath? Are you okay? Can you imagine yourself with a minority certification and see what that does? I'm gonna just I mean, that is the great thing about this coach. When I tell you, like, she totally takes it outside of the box. Open your mind to the endless possibilities as it relates to your money. So, are you experiencing any of these? Where would I get the money to scale my business? The pandemic has hurt my profits tremendously. That's supposed to say, what will I do next? What will I do next? I wish I had some help. Because of those things, are you experiencing stress, anxiety, fear of the unknown, which puts you in the survivor mindset, right? And if you are experiencing one of those, I am so glad you're here. You have not made a mistake with joining us with this retreat this week. You have not made a mistake. You are certainly here at the right place, at the right time, at the right season in your life and in your business. Why can I say that? Well, as I said in the onset, my name is Shaquanda. They call me CJ Johnson Austin. I am an accountant and owner and also a money mindset coach. My company, my firm, Johnson's Bookkeeping and Tax, we have been around over 22 years. And business owners such as yourselves, you guys hire us to take care of your financial planning. You guys hire us to take care of your business setup. And you guys are hiring us to get your books in order so you can get your minority certification. If you listen to Coach before I did, she talked about that, about how you have to have the mindset as well as you have to have positioning, right? And get yourself and your business in order. So that's what we do for you. That's what we can do for you. And that's what we will do for you. We've been very successful with it. Like I said, the CARES Act money had came in this year. A lot of you all had, for whatever reason, maybe a lot of those on the previous slide did not take advantage of this money that was afforded to you. It had your name on it. What did we do? We talked ourselves out of it. We absolutely did not see ourselves with that type of funding resources for our business. I understand. The reason why, because we never had that opportunity before. Most of us have been taught to work, to plow somebody else's land, like our coach explained to us, right? But now when you're in the mindset of plowing your own land, plowing your own field, you can obtain all of the resources that are for you. A lot of us did take advantage of this CARES Act money, but what I want you to do is, yes, in November, at the end of 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I want you to stretch your mindset just a little further and know that you too can obtain a minority certification. What is a minority certification? Let's explain. And so again, how we doing? How we doing? I want you to imagine yourself, as Coach alluded to, where that money is there's no impossibility. Well, it's everywhere. I want y'all to understand. Let me go and just say this. As a money mindset coach, you have to have the right relationship with your money. No different than any other relationship. A lot of us are talking about, we're talking about our younger kids. And when the kids get older, they're not going to remember any of this. They're going to remember if mommy took them in the bed tonight or not. So when things, you're building your business, that your man, woman, significant other, life partner that you have, they're not going to remember any of that. They're going to remember, did you give me that? So that's why I liken it to a relationship, because that's the same with your money. That's why we're here tonight. Sit down, get yourself pen and paper, breathe, and let's explore. Let's take this. We still have 50 days. I won't even say take the next year. No, we're gonna take this year. We're gonna finish strong this year, and we're gonna get started next year. So today, you can make a decision to do something different. But you have to have the right mindset about your money. Money is life. It's energy. You want it. Money, provision, favor, all of that to have your name on it. You want it to be looking for you instead of you looking for it. But there are steps and tools and things that you need to do to position yourself to do that. And so with this minority certification, this is just another stretch, guys. This is just another stretch for you to say, you know what? I did get some of that money here that they had. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. So if I can do that, because for a lot of you all, it was a stretch for that. If I can do that, surely I can take this business and I can get the help that I need and get my minority certification. Okay? So what is a minority certification? A minority certification is basically you're certifying your firm, your business, that you have been demonstrated and that you are a part of a minority group member who is a citizen, who is either Asian, Black, Hispanic, or Native American. Simple, right? But they don't make it that simple to get it. That's why I'm here. What are the benefits to this minority certification? You have the ability to be counted toward minority spending goals of top corporations. Yes, the Fortune 50s. Yes, it's okay. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Yes, you. 2, attend the top business networking event. 3, get listed on national supplier databases. And fourth, most importantly, this gives you an opportunity to grow your business. Grow your business. You think you got money when it came as it relates to the CARES Act. You think you scaled this year as it relates to those 4 and 5 figure launches. This is a whole nother stratosphere. But in order to do that, which is why I'm here, you have to get your books in order. That part. In order to get your books in order, and why you need to get your books in order, and why a lot of people cannot get this minority certification is because they don't have their books in order. Getting your books in order does 3 things. It gives you a financial picture of your business, a true picture, right? It tells what's coming in versus what's going out. It tells what assets you have versus what you owe versus how much do you own. It gives that financial picture. 2, it helps you with your management decisions. It helps you decide if this year you're going to scale, or maybe next year, or maybe I'll be able to invest here, maybe put a little bit here, save a little bit. Maybe let me stop doing business with this one. This one didn't pay me my money. Number 3, it also gives you tax shelters and tax loopholes. When you have your business in order, you know what you can write off. You know what you can't write off. You know what tax loopholes that you have. So that is the basic in a nutshell on why you need your books in order. But that sounds very simple, right? But that is the missing piece as to why a lot of us run away from minority certifications. That is the reason why a lot of us ran away from the CARES Act. But they didn't meet CJ. They didn't come to me. They didn't find me. But if you are so fortunate just to be hearing my voice, I want to applaud you and be excited for the fact that you are honest. You obviously are ready to scale your business in a position that you've never scaled before. Because that's what I've been able to do for my clients. That's what I've been able to do for you guys. That's what I've been able to do for clients in the past. That's what I will do for you as my new clients. Welcome. I want you all to know that you have to hire the help that you need. This is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. With your mindset, you can write off all of this, even your minority certification. You can write all of that off as a business expense for your business. Why is this a perfect time right now to go into this year saying, I'm going to finish this year strong. I'm going to go to that website, www.blackgirlprofits.com. I'm going to join that membership. I'm going to join that course. Because most of it is an opportunity to launch you to this level where you can go and get your minority certification and you can write it off. So once you get to me, my team and I, we are ready to help you get your books in order. So what we're offering to you all right now is that ability to review your book, to let you know where you stand. Am I good, CJ? Do I need a little bit work? How are things? Am I on the right path? Am I on the right traction? What do I have to do? Because again, we have 50 days or so, and we still can finish this year strong. So I want you all, just like Coach alluded to earlier, you have to understand that everyone did not struggle even under a pandemic. You have to understand, if you really stop and look, we still did okay, even in this different year, right? And now we're just going to take it up another notch. There's always been money in the land. Now you have to ask yourself a question: if that money was manifested into your bank account, into your life, into your kids, into whatever your goals were, your money goals were. Because if it did not, you have to do some things different. Very simple. So I want to leave you all with the fact that there is truly money in the land. And as we are gearing up for this new year, and as we know there are multiple billions of dollars that are out there for minority certifications. Again, a lot of us didn't even think about it because we never even thought that we could even attempt to be amongst the top corporations, right? But you can, and you will, if you willing to be so. So there is money with your name on it, if you believe that there's money with your name on it. There's a certification with your name on it, if you believe. There is money with your name on it, if you have a money mindset to manifest it. If you love money, you have a great relationship with your money. And money is not that thing that you do when you not feeling well and you go and you spend and you spend and you spend and you spend. No, you say, you know what, money? I love you. I love you. I love what you can do for me. I love the things that you provide to help me provide for my kids and my family. I love to see you flip. I love to see you multiply. I love that. You look so sexy. Then that's the kind of money that you can have and manifest with you all with this money mindset certification. You can recession proof your business with your minority certification if you, again, hire the help that you need. And again, my team and I, we are ready, we are willing, we are able to help you all with this. We so understand the level of fiduciary responsibility that we have for you. We understand that you don't take this thing lightly. We understand that lives are at stake here. We understand that legacies are at stake here. We understand that if this, if some of you all, if you don't get this, you might not make it. Some of you all, if you don't, you're looking for money to eat tomorrow. So, but we're trying to get you out of that, right? We're trying to get you out of that mindset. You have more than enough. So when you start noticing and realize that you have more than enough, then more than enough is going to come. So with that, I invite you all to schedule a call with me. My team, we're so willing and able and ready. bit.ly/money call 15. Listen, I love y'all. I love y'all. And you want to talk about passionate about this. When I tell you all, I take the bull by the horn, I am so serious as it relates to this money that's out here in the land. Any of my clients could tell you that. I can, because again, I am qualified to explain to you all. I've had and I've had not, but I love more when I have. When I have realized that, you know what, you take a deep breath, you do it afraid. You go out here and you get these multiple $1,000,000 that's apportioned for you. We will not let this money go back into the general fund. So they come. How many of you all are coming with me to get your minority certification? Those millions have your name on it. Because of our mindset, because we didn't have our books in order, that money had to go back into the general fund. Think about that. Had multiple millions with her name on it, and it had to go back to the general fund because you didn't ask for it. You didn't have your books in order, and you didn't hire the help that you need that you knew you could write off. Not anymore. We're going to do something different. We're going to play a different game. We're going to do a different chess move. We're going to have a different strategy. bit.ly/money call 15. Give us a call again, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I love you all. And let's be relentless about this. And let's finish at the top. Let's finish at the top because we are on top. So I am so excited, y'all. My birthday week. If I can help you out with your minority certifications at this moment, I would love to entertain any questions if you have them in the chat. And I feel like this, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Coach. Let me stop sharing.
CJ.
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, I didn't know you was going to put it down like that. Go on with your bad self. Because you know what? There's money and resources in the land.
There is.
And we should not be letting them go back to the general fund. The general fund should be us. I told y'all, she's the lady to help you get your paperwork straight. And a lot of us miss out on opportunities, and it's always better to use OPM, other people's money.
Girl, you better say, I'm trying to find some music. I'm trying to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down.
Now go and do that.
No, I'm going to calm down. But no,
you just said it.
OPM, and we should always be using
in through your nose. I know. In through your nose. It's okay. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Take a deep breath. Yes, I know it. I know it because can you really imagine that? Yes, me. Yes, little old me. Yes, let me speak for myself. Little old me. Little old country, suburban girl me who fought through all of that. When you talking about get it out the mud, man, some of y'all don't even get me started talking about get it out the mud. Some of y'all must know. Don't take this. Don't please. Don't take these glasses and this lipstick and these earrings. Please don't. Some of y'all don't know about get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, right? I always said I knew it was something different, it was something better, and it had my name. But this is the thing, y'all. We have to be ready to play a bigger game.
That's right.
Are you ready to play a bigger game?
Say me in the
Are
chat.
you ready to make those moves that have that pee running down your leg? That part. Are you ready to scale like that? That part. I'm like, Lord, no, it's me. Am I really? Again, are you ready to hire the help that you need? And that is what Coach Danielle has done, right? I remember saying, I don't have the money for this. And so when I said, stop, CJ. Do you want to play a bigger game or you don't? In the moment when I had the pee running down my leg and I invested, right? As soon, just like Coach mentioned all the time, as soon as you make that payment, that go money come finding you. It comes, it's like, oh, it is really, it's covenant, it's energy, it's life. As soon as you put that money in the ground, here's the money. Oh, she put money in the ground. It's just like seed. So you put the seed in the ground and the money starts finding you. It's never been a time that I have not invested. And Lord, I've invested a lot of money. Never been a time that I haven't been able to invest this money and say, you know what, CJ, you can write it off. Calm down. You know what, CJ, after you write it off, then here comes the contract. Here comes somebody say, girl, somebody told me about you and this, that, and the third. Can you do that? I just be like, so now when you live like that, and I know it's hard for us to live like that as entrepreneurs because we pay side. I got a payroll check. I got a check on the 1st of 15. I got something. But when it's all you, like, okay. You know, but when you live like that, I promise you all, when I tell you play a bigger game, why not? Who says you can't? Who says you can't? Who told you that? Whoever told you that, including yourself, I know it was me. Tell yourself be quiet. Tell yourself be quiet because when you get in those rooms, you realize, really, I am most likely the smartest one in here. All y'all around here, and when they start opening their mouth, be like, bruh, I am the smartest one here. So yeah, that part. You are more than willing, you're more than capable. That's why we have a coach to really pull it out of us. When I tell y'all, that money not going back into the general fund for me, no more. If I tell y'all the numbers, I might go, I'm not even gonna tell you because my tummy gonna start hurting again. No, I'll tell you. Over 300, a lot, million. Yes, million.
What it is?
It was people who didn't ask for it, didn't bid for it. It goes back into the general fund, but not no more. Not anymore. Not as long as I'm here. Not as long as we are in a bigger game. So I love the fact that Coach pushes us, and that's what I do as a coach as well. I'm gonna push you in your money and your mindset. We're not going back there. I appreciate y'all.
I told y'all she was gonna drop it like it was hot. I told you she was.
I say drop it like it's hot. Y'all, you know I'm a Nola girl. Wait a minute. Where's my phone?
I'm gonna have to watch CJ. CJ talking about, oh, I'm nervous. Oh, I need motivation. They're gonna step on the stage and put it on fire. I'm gonna have to be watching CJ, man. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and put it out there. She got my paperwork straight.
Oh, we finna be booed up. You gonna put me on speed dial, CJ?
Yes, right.
Oh, okay.
She can get your paperwork straight too. And that's a lot of times when you're a solo entrepreneur, you don't know what you don't know, but you're doing so many things and wearing so many other hats that sometimes you forget that the documentation is what will hold you back, because the documentation kills conversation any day of the week, walking, running, or riding.
No, wait a minute, Miss Rose. We say we done preaching. Don't come with all that now.
Documentation beats conversation any and every day. And that's what a lot of times that holds us back is the documentation. It's not that the project or the contract or whatever is that hard to fulfill. It's that we don't have the I's dotted and the T's crossed.
Well, and see, that's what they know.
Yes,
right?
That's
so
why
that is our Achilles heel.
right.
That is our kryptonite.
Come on now.
We run from that paperwork, but I run to the paperwork. I love that. That is the nerdy accountant in me. I am a nerd. I know, it don't look like it, but I am. I love it. But that is the deciding factor. That's the difference between if you're going to get it or not. And if you all could remember, and a lot of you all are still in this position right now, you still trying to get some of this CARES Act money. And they ask you for your 4506. They ask you to prove who you are and what you do, and you don't have your paperwork in order. And guess what your money is going to do?
You just said some number that I know I ain't got, so I know I'm about to be in your inbox.
Back to the general fund. Yes, Ebony, yes. It will go back to the general fund. It's going to go to somebody else.
We got to stop doing that. We got to stop letting that happen, because then it goes to someone else. And usually to someone else who really doesn't need it. They already have funds. And they get more funds on top of their funds, on top of their funds. And they really don't need the funds. Whereas solo entrepreneurs need those funds because we wear so many hats. And that's just one. But that's another thing. That's what I was talking about earlier about getting help, more hands, getting a virtual time genie, more hands in your business, because that's not a hat that you should be wearing. Yeah, you can wear it at first to kind of get things lined up and so that you know what your books are saying, but then you pass that off to your accountant. You delegate that out. You give that to someone, one, who knows how to do it, two, is passionate about doing it, and is passionate about helping you and know how to do it. Yeah, you can follow the instructions, but do you know the minute details? Do you know what the tax code changes are with all this craziness that's going on out here with the pandemic? Do you know how that affects your small business? Do you know what your and I'm gonna stop saying small business, because small business is what holding up the economy. If it weren't for small business, it wouldn't be an economy right now. So your business, do you know how the changes with the pandemic affect you? No, you don't. You may know some, but you don't know all, but your accountant does. That's why you need one.
The right accountant does.
That's right.
Let me, I have to say it. You absolutely have to make sure you vet the right one. I'm not for everybody.
That's right.
And I understand, but I am more than capable of being for everybody. But everybody don't, I'm just not for everybody. I understand that. But what I'm telling you is, when you want to talk about playing that bigger game, you absolutely have to have someone who eats, sleep, breathes this thing. And I'm telling you, as it relates to the CARES Act, as it relates to the new Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that was passed December 21st, 2017. I go my nerd coming out again. I've been eating, sleep, breathing this thing. I've been doing it for 20-something years. So you want to be able to make sure you have somebody who really love it like that. That's why I love our coach, because He's so passionate about our money more than we passionate about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You can say that.
I'm passionate about. Yes, I'm passionate about getting this certification and was about getting this money this year with this CARES Act more than man.
Mhm.
I mean, I was days not sleeping. Like, I gotta get these people this money. This was the difference between if they're gonna eat beans and rice
Right.
or not.
Right.
That was true. You know, that's a true story. So I definitely I appreciate it, Rose. Yes, it's not easy, but again, you have to make sure you have the right person out there when it comes down to fighting that fight
Yeah, you do. Absolutely, you do.
and breaking your brain. That's all it is. Breaking your brain and just be like, girl, yes, you got $10 million contract. Yes, breathe. So that's what we go. That's what we going to get. Yes, that's what we going to get this year. We going for the multiple
Stop.
7-figure contracts. Why not?
That's right.
Ain't like you're not good at what you do. You know, we good at what we do. And you're right, Rose. In small businesses, we are pretty much holding this thing all together. I feel like we should get money just cause. Not because.
That's right.
We are literally holding it together. We pay most in taxes. We are there's many of us than others. Let me yeah,
Yeah,
digress.
that part.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. So y'all been so this I'm so excited about this retreat. Y'all, when I say y'all, and y'all look so beautiful, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try to step up my game.
Girl, you got it. You got it.
Okay. So y'all gonna be on the pink carpet all week?
Yeah. Yeah. What say y'all ladies? I'm not gonna be.
What say ye? What say ye?
Say y'all ladies.
I might come on, you know. I ain't got my presentation out the way early. You know, I might come on and play with y'all. But y'all know.
Carpet, girl.
Come on, play with us on the carpet.
Okay, well, y'all just let me know.
It's fun over
it
here.
depends on the time. Yes, I see. It depends on the time. Them chaps might come in this pink carpet too. That's why I gotta be mindful. Y'all kids are good. My children be coming in here.
Y'all had a scene on fire.
So what we I saw a message from our next speaker, so she could come in here and I could come out. Let's see, did they have any questions? Thank you to those in here.
Let me see.
Y'all, if y'all got any questions right now, ask. Of course, that is one of the benefits of being inside of the room. If you guys are watching this right now via Facebook, Periscope, or wherever, go ahead, get your tickets, www.blackgirlprofits.com. You guys want to get in this room because if you got a question, you already just missed CJ. You gonna miss somebody else.
Well, I'm gonna ask my question since they ain't got none because I got to get my paperwork together quite right and quite soon, you know. So let me interject. So look, I'm just starting out, right? So I need to know, like, in terms of getting certified, is there like how long do you need to be in business, basically? You know, somebody coming out the gate and saying, hey, you know, can I get this certification? And I just started 2 months ago. Would you be able to help them, or is there some type of, you know, revenue or length that's important for the certification?
That's a great question.
It is a great question. So there are several certifications out there, and there are some that has a certain time frame where your business needs to be in existence at least a year. But there are those that have a caveat and say if you still qualify if you have a business less than a year. So we can definitely explore those. And the thing is, the most part, it just may be extra. Even though they give you more than enough paperwork to give to them, it may be some extra paperwork that's involved. So I will tell anybody, not for the faint of heart. When I tell you, you have to be relentless about this thing, just like Tim Grover, my favorite author, my favorite book. Be relentless about this thing. Don't let them tell you no. Period. Don't let no. Don't tell no. There is no no. There is no. There isn't a no. So there is. But to answer your question directly, yes, there are several certifications, and most want you to be in business at least a year, but there are some that have caveats if you're just starting your business.
Okay, that's good because we'll disqualify ourselves off the gate. So I just want to know if there's somebody that's in my shoes and already saying no, I can't do it. Well, she just answered me. You can't.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you had said that because I realized in my head I was like, oh, I don't know. Have I been in business, an official business, for long enough? So I'm glad you asked.
That's what. And see, I'm so glad you said that, Pastor Sunette. And I'm so glad you said that, Biggie Small, Ebony. That's all I can think of. With that, y'all young. But I just thought that's all I could think of with that crown. And I heard you in the beginning of the show. I'm sorry, y'all. We, from when you from New Orleans, everybody get a nickname. You're gonna get a nickname.
Oh, I'm cool with
it. So the thing is, yes, that is so right. Immediately we go for the negative. Immediately we like, girl, CJ tripping. Nobody not about to give me multiple millions of dollars for what I do, even if it's selling lemonade. We automatically cancel ourselves out, and when you cancel it, it cancels. And that's where the money mindset work comes in. It's like, okay, well, if you come in here saying, girl, they're not gonna give me $1 million. Okay, well, they're not gonna give you $1 million. I can only go so far as your level of belief. What do you believe? So
Miss Ola says it's age an issue.
It's age. Oh, that's a good question, Miss Ola. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is. That's why I love Miss Ola. Miss Ola, like, listen, I would not be denied.
She ready to go get
I would not be denied. Who? Miss Ola, the first one here, last one to leave. Miss Ola would not be denied.
She ready to go get
it. And so I love that. Yes, I love it. No, ma'am, no age issue at all. That's called age discrimination. People. So yeah, no, they won't do that. But again, there are other ways for them to try to not give it to you, i.e., talk about the paperwork that they know most of us are really afraid of. But again, those things that you are afraid of, those things that you don't know, those things that are like, okay, well, I don't really know. And that's where you hire the help that you need. It's those things that you say, okay, that's when let me go and hire the help that I need and make the investment, which is very small, I might add, compared to the return on your investment. Compared to the ROI, it's nothing. It's pennies compared. So you want to do that. And so I'm going to take it a step further. Why do we disqualify ourselves? We want to disqualify ourselves for that man. We want to disqualify ourselves for those children. We don't disqualify ourselves for the hair. We don't disqualify ourselves for a lot of things. So why do we automatically disqualify ourselves for the money, the bag? I understand
because we don't envision ourselves with it. That's why.
Or
it's hard to envision.
Exactly. Or some of us envision, we feel like the man's supposed to do that, right? So, but man could do that. But you can do that
Men
too.
nowadays.
You can do that too. Most times, men these days they're looking for you. The men who doing
Okay,
who
now where we
multiple
going?
seven figures.
Now where we going?
You know where we going.
Oh,
Men with the multiple seven figures, they're like, okay, what you got? What your portfolio? I've had the conversations with them. See, they like, see, I'm not playing with no. Where's her portfolio? What does her credit score look like? And our resident relationship coach teaches that all the time. I mean, it's hard conversation, but yes, you want to be able to level up as well. So that's what I'm saying. We discredit ourselves on stuff we want to discredit ourselves for. Just like we have money for what we want to have money for. And yo, girl, one thing about it, we as a woman, we don't get what we want. When we want, how we want, we're gonna manifest some stuff. So why not this? Why not this? I know it's not usually popular, it's very masculine. You know, you be like, girl, that's all you talk about is money. Well, baby, what else is it? Because the way my children eat, I don't know about y'all, but let me just talk about my children. The way my children eat, I can't feed them on nothing else, you know.
Yeah, I want to, you know,
Like
we always talk about money, money, money. I want to see you do some things without it. Money gives you opportunity. Money provides you options. And I want to see you, I want to see your opportunities and your options without it.
Listen, now let's just be honest. It's after 10.
Come
a
on,
lot of
man.
us have been taught.
Come
A lot
on.
of us have been taught there are other ways to get things done and accomplished other than money. I'm gonna help some of you all. If that is your story, ain't no judgment here. There ain't no judgment. But what I will say, once that is done, once that is not no longer working out for you, you still need some money. You still need an emergency fund. You still need some bag somewhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And then the thing is, I've seen too many times where women, girl, I don't know what the bank account is. I let him do that. Girl, I don't know what we bank. I let him do that. Girl, I don't know. Yes, these are true stories. I don't know how to write a check.
Well,
I don't know.
people ain't writing.
And so then, unfortunately, when something happened, and that's not to say this is everybody's story, but I've seen it. And then you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Or he may pass away or something like that. These are true stories. Then what do you do? So when you think this money talk is a main thing, well, no, do your history. Read your history. I mean, who we gonna talk about? Queen of Sheba? Who we gonna talk about? Cleopatra? We can go back. We can go to age. What century you want to go to? And they always had a money boss. Even long slave terms, right? Even Madam C.J. Walker was the boss. Where everybody else was slaves. First black millionaire. So yeah. Miss Ola says your sister friend is not the person you need to turn your books over to. Oh Lord, Miss Ola, you have really shifted that. Get a professional. You spend your money on Lil Johnny's $100 Nike, so why not spend some money on yourself because you are worth it? Yes, ma'am, and that's coming from a very wise woman. Yes, I tell my clients all the time, who told you to do that? Oh, well, that's the way they did it. Well, that could have worked for them, but that doesn't work for you. Or we just figure like, okay, we just gonna Google this thing. And so I want to speak to that because it's so good. Do not go and think you can Google and do your own financial picture and your own financials and turn that in, and then people not know you to Google that. That's all we do is look at financials. I immediately can spot a financial that somebody didn't copy. Wait a minute. Or the number, and that's why I say numbers have to make sense. That's what I mean by numbers making sense. You can try to do this thing by yourself. When you want to play a bigger game, you need to have somebody look at your financials. That is why I said, let's look at your financials, let you know what track you're on. Get into these courses that coach is doing. Get the prerequisite on all of that. So when you get there, and you're like, you know what, girl, yes, I can't even. It comes a time when you try. Why do you feel like you're going to get multiple millions of dollars? And you're like, okay, I did this myself. And when they're like, okay, well, who reviews your financials? An accountant reviews your financials? No, I review my financials. Oh, okay, well, that's a no.
What you say? That's
I mean, I'm serious. That's what they do. A lot of us experienced it with this CARES Act money. Girl, listen, assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. What did I just say? Most people are like, okay, CJ, that is wah, right? If you're an accountant, you know exactly what I'm saying. Don't be trying to do all of that stuff yourself. Please, because it's so hard. It's so hard to unravel the mess. And that's normally how they get us. They're like, oh, okay, she ain't got it. Okay, bam, go the letter. Here we come. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. And then we got to go.
I just think that when it comes to your finances, you don't need to be trying to do no DIY, baby. You barely can. I mean, when you run out of fingers, you can't count no more. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how much is it, baby? You only got 10 fingers. And then it went beyond that. You in the dark, you know. I'm saying. Don't DIY when it comes to paperwork and money.
I stay in my lane. I can't do what y'all do. I'm not even gonna try. And some things, this is why I said, some things I can dibble and dabble in it. But it comes a time, I'm like, you know what, CJ? First of all, we only have a small window, a very small window. I don't have time. Am I really going to spend the whole weekend and do a DIY project on this? Or am I going to spend one hour, pay the help I need, write it off, and get the real answer? To me, that's better wisdom for my time and my money. And that way, that somebody else keeps my finances for me. When they come, and they always do, we'll know how to respond. I'm so excited for everybody. I'm so excited about our future. I'm so excited about these next 50 days. What pandemic? What COVID? Please. That's not affecting our money over here. And that's the way you have to look at it. And I promise you, your bank account will show so different. So differently. Now I see the speakers, the folks that came in here.
They here.
I see. They're on mute. No. It is after 10. We all on the retreat, right? Is this the Oh, there they go. I was just about to do a money.
What y'all done to CJ? What y'all done to CJ? Because CJ own it. Oh, okay. CJ is on it. That's talking about money, girl. I'm right here with you. And that's going to roll right into what we have to talk about, because you want to keep your money. Why would you want to give your money away? I don't want to give my money away. Neither. Not to Iris, not to the Department of Education, not to nobody. I don't want to give it to nobody. Ain't nobody giving me nothing, so I'm not giving them nothing. How y'all been doing tonight?
We good. I'm looking at you looking ravish. And look at this one. Ouch.
They come in here showing off.
They come in here showing all the way off. Hold on, let me put on some more music. Oh, man.
Yeah, they come in as a tag team. Let us go ahead on an exit. Let them have
Yes,
it.
I'm about to exit stage. Yes, I'm not even worthy.
Y'all know I always got to come with the bling out of control. Come on now. Don't ask
I love it.
Y'all been holding it down like all night, right? Y'all been doing an amazing job.
They have. They've been rolling. Having me
you.
hyping crunked on the other end. But my ladies, y'all have
That's
fun.
fine. That's what we here for, Rose. You know, I know y'all might need to exit stage left. We got it.
Don't you worry.
Thank y'all. We're going to have to restructure this thing. Bye, Rose. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Tisha.
Hey.
They've been in here talking about money. CJ been talking about don't be bootstrapping and bootlegging your taxes because you're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. You're going to do some time or they're going to garnish some wages because you know you didn't have, that wasn't a write-off. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. So along those same lines, you ready to kick it off?
Absolutely.
To the American people, guys, again, share out the broadcast again. You might have already shared it, but I'm going to need you to share it again because what we're about to talk about, there are millions of Americans that are strapped with this issue that we are getting ready to talk about. And we're here to give you that out. It's here for you to accept or reject. Remember how in church, they would have you come join church. It's the doors of the church. We finna open up the world of student loan forgiveness and reduction. Is here for you to accept or reject. We getting ready to talk about how to recession-proof your student loan debt. Girl.
How about that?
What? Who we talking to, Tisha?
We are talking to you if you have student loan debt. And listen, it can be new, it can be old, it can be in between. It doesn't matter. But if it's debt with your name on it, and guess what? Even if you have student loan debt as a result of your child, we're talking to you.
We're talking to you. We're talking to you. So get still, because this is a problem. The problem you're experiencing right now was a problem I had 2 weeks ago, but I no longer have these problems we're going to talk about because we're going to give you a solution that you can get in on as well. Also, if you haven't shared out the broadcast, be sure you share out the broadcast because there's people that can't sleep at night, wake up in the middle of the night because it's affecting their credit. It affected my credit. I had so much debt on there, it would keep me from getting stuff, right? You know, I would pay stuff on time, and at one point I couldn't figure out why I wasn't able to get anything. It's because those hundreds of thousands of dollars was on my credit. It was affecting my credit, keeping me up at night. OMG. I was running, Tisha, I was running from the people. I wouldn't answer my phone. I wouldn't I wouldn't open any letters like that was gonna make it go away. And all it did was make it worse. It made it worse, keeping me up at night, running from people, not answering the phone. At one point, I was like this close to getting my wages garnished. And because I had ran so long, I had to enter into some program with the Department of Education in order to keep them from taking 50+% of my check. So now I'm forced to do something. Many of you guys, we've had a reprieve. We've had a reprieve because of COVID, but the CARES Act is about to end. So we're going to talk about, so be sure you stay here. Be sure you share out the broadcast because we're going to be talking about how you can start getting some sleep. Some sleep. Preventing you from true freedom.
So you went into the student loan debt witness protection program.
I was in the witness protection program, right. So I was using alias names. I bought me a social security number. No, I didn't do all of that. But I was running, and it was hard. It was hard, Tisha, because I work for the state of Texas. And you know, it's funny how with all these systems now, they know so many things about you, and you be like, how they know that? How did they know that? Because have you ever Have you ever applied for something or did something online and they say, answer these questions? Have you ever lived at this address? How the hell you know I live there? And they'll give you different addresses.
Look, you know I'm on the federal level, so
right. So why y'all hunting me down?
Listen, you cannot run, you cannot hide. We're going to find you. So just stop running. And now you have a solution. So it's one thing to know that you need to stop running, but it's another thing to know that you have an advocate to help you stop running. And that's what we're talking about tonight, to lead you to true freedom. Why? That's not freedom. I spoke with someone Monday and was helping her get involved with this because she said she could not sleep at night. That's horrible. I don't wish that on anybody.
It's a horrible feeling, and knowing that you can't get away. Let me tell you guys how much I ran. I graduated with my undergraduate degree in 1992, right? Couldn't pay. It was too much. And it was probably maybe only like $200 back then in 92. And that was too much. So I got forbearances. I got, what's the other thing that they do? Deferments, forbearances, consolidation, did all of that stuff. And just FYI, if you think you're in a good program, you're not. You're not in a good program. If you think you're in a program that's income driven, it's really not income driven. There are better programs, and we're going to talk about that too. So be sure you stay here. But I ran and ducked and dodged until about 2010, the latter part of 2010. Now they catching up with me, Tisha. They catching up with me. They're like, ma'am, you're going to have to pay. You're about to go into default. So what did I do? I was like, well, as long as you're in school, you don't have to pay. So I go back and get my master's degree, more debt. So I'm just like, still ducking and dodging. And then when I got done with that, right when I graduated with my master's, my son graduated with his from high school and was going to college. So now do I not only have my loans, but I have his loans. So y'all just peep this. I'm $250,000 in debt. 2 weeks ago, I was $250,000 in debt in student loans. But if you want to know what I did and why I'm answering the phone now and why I don't mind giving fingerprints and telling my real name, hang tight. We're going to tell you why. I don't mind people knowing who I am and where I live.
Ooh, that's good stuff right there. So, how is it working for you? You know, in the words of Dr. Phil, how's that working for you? How is it making you feel? What could it mean to you to have an option, to have a solution? If you find a way to solve a problem, not only for yourself, but others that you know, are you going to keep it to yourself or are you going to drag your feet? Well, Jennifer already told you that the CARES Act is ending. And so you need to do something today. You need to do something now, right now. And so
if you haven't gotten a letter, trust and believe you're going to get a letter.
You're going to get one. And it's not going to be pretty.
Who we are. My name is Jennifer King, guys. I am a former slave of the Texas or inmate of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I am no longer a slave. I am now a business coach. My clients hire me to help them build a profitable online business so that they can exit their job. Now, what makes me an expert to be able to talk about student loan debt? Because I just got relieved of $239,000. $239,000 of student loan debt. I got relieved of because of a program that I have expert status in the program because I know all there is to know about the program. And that's why we're here, to give you guys the opportunity. But you know what? If you don't want the opportunity, go ahead on and click off and go to bed. And then on 1/1/21, you're going to be like, what was that bald-headed woman talking about? Can I get in the program? You better hang tight. All right, back to you, Tisha.
we're going to help you, certainly. And I'm Tisha Marie Johnson, Amazon bestselling author, relationship coach. Listen, I am also a 25-year federal government employee. And while I had student loan debt years and years ago, I knew too many people around me that were suffering as a result of this student loan debt. And so I'm a good friend. You know, I might not be everybody's friend, but
You're my best friend.
The people that I love, listen, I'm gonna look out for you, whether it's no matter what it is, but especially as it relates to your quality of life. I had to share this opportunity with those that I love, and I'm excited. We are so excited about the success that they've gotten. So I'm a businesswoman. Listen, believe me when I say that though we're sharing this and it's the student loan debt, I looked at the business portion of it. But you know, you got to join us Saturday to hear more about that, because today our focus is helping you see that there's an opportunity for you to be free from this student loan debt.
And this is life changing. $239,000. And when I talked with my advisor, he told me that if I wouldn't have done anything now, I still, of course, would have had to make my payment. I probably wouldn't have been able to pay it off because the term was so long, right? He said, if you paid at this rate, you would be paying $400,000, because see, at some point the interest is far outweighs the principal. And that's what happened to me. Far outweighs the principal. So how do you pay that much debt? I mean, at some point, Tisha asked me, she's like, oh my God, Jennifer, how did you sleep? At some point, you're so tired, you're gonna pass out. But then I would wake up in the middle of the night, Tisha, tossing and turning. How am I gonna pay this? Because we still gotta eat. We still need lights. We still need transportation. I was at a point where I was going to work broke, still having to go to work every day, but broke. I've been to the point where because I can't live in Austin. Austin, Texas is too expensive. Where I always lived outside of the city. I've been so broke, I didn't have gas money to go to work. I had to call in sick. See, I remember what it's like, and still with the student loan burdens, can't get any credit, can't get any help. Right? What do you do? What do you do? And when you've done that for decades, you get tired. But I'm telling you, if Tisha shared this information we're about to share with you, if you don't listen, then shame on you. Because once you hear this information, my question for you at the end, because the CARES Act is ending, and if you don't do something, if you don't do this, then what? Are you going to go back to what you were paying? Are you going to run like I did? Because they're going to catch you. Because see, we've gotten a reprieve for several months now. And because we've gotten that reprieve, they want their money. Trust and believe. They coming for you. They're coming for you. All right, Tisha.
All right. So you guys, we're going to show you just a small video, and so you can get the big picture of exactly what we're talking about tonight.
Did you know that there are more than 44 million borrowers with $1.6 trillion in student loan debt? And $60 billion of that debt is overdue, with more than 1 million defaulting on their student loans each year. 40% of borrowers are expected to default on their student loans by 2023. Those are staggering figures. Graduates are being saddled with debt that they cannot manage, and it has become a financial crisis. Meet Silver Lion Student Loan Advisors. Silver Lion will work with each borrower to consolidate all of your federal student loans into one payment. Reduce your monthly payments to an amount based on what you can afford rather than the amount of the loan. If you're already in default or your wages are being garnished, we will work with you to remedy your default and bring your loans current. Start the clock on the Federal Forgiveness Program, which erases loan balances determined by your occupation and employer. And we will stay with you every step of the way, helping with annual income recertification and any other questions you may have during the term of your loan. The results are phenomenal. By enrolling borrowers into federal consolidation programs, we have saved individual borrowers as much as $96,000, taken them out of debt and wage garnishment, and given them their lives back. Almost 3 out of every 4 existing student loans can be improved with these programs. A free student loan assessment will either confirm that borrowers have the best loan available or enable them to consolidate and enroll into a more affordable loan. Contact us today. We're ready to help.
So listen, though they said contact them today, Jennifer and I are your contacts. And so what qualifies us for this is, number one, I shared this incredible opportunity with Jennifer, and Jennifer took advantage of the benefit of getting her student loans reduced. I don't know if you can imagine what life feels like with $239,000 of debt relieved off of your life. I want to run around.
My
for her.
payment went down 70%. So I only paid 30% of my original payment, and the term was cut in half.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Man, listen, I don't care what you got going on this weekend. You need to be with us Saturday so you can get this information. You can get this monkey, this gorilla. I think I heard somebody say this elephant off of your back so that you can be free. So that you can sleep at night. I mean, I had a young lady tell me, and she's a young lady, single mom trying to make it happen for her children. She's like, I don't sleep at night. I know what that feels like to not sleep at night because you can't pay all of your bills. Listen, we want to help you. Dr. Cynthia, are you there, ma'am? Because we got we got receipts.
We got receipts.
So that's why we showed you the video, because we wanted you to see in living color. We ain't making this up. It is real. A student loan advisor is real. And so Jennifer was our first testimonial. Woo, woo, woo. And so Dr. Cynthia is also another testimonial, someone who has put education and, the love of her family at the forefront at the expense of several hundred thousands of dollars.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is amazing. She must be having some problems with her camera, but I know she's going to get it worked out. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat, but we do have a link for you guys to go ahead on and get registered. If this broadcast was shared to you from someone else's feed, when you go to that link, we want you to put that person's name, because we want to keep up with who referred who, because we are out there. Tisha, tell them how much money we have saved our team so far. And we just got started like 2 weeks ago, seriously.
We just got started, guys. Listen, the numbers are real. We have helped women and men reduce and or eliminate to the tune so far, and all of the numbers aren't in yet, to 8.
Just like the election. Just like the election. The numbers aren't in.
Yes, ma'am. All the numbers ain't in yet. 800,000, almost $1 million in student loan debt, you guys. Really?
And we're not going to even go ask for no recount. We're going to trust the numbers.
We are trusting the numbers. And guess what? What can that do for your life? Well, we have one person, Deborah, who eliminated $260,000. With that, you could buy 2 houses and 2 cars. And that's just on the healthy side. You could do so much more with $260,000 in savings.
Wow. Yes.
Is that not phenomenal?
That's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Dr. Cynthia, did you get your technology?
Here, can you see me? Can you
hear me?
We
can see you. We can hear you.
Yay! Tisha always talks about people not being able to sleep at night. Well, I can't sleep at night with excitement. I am super excited. I'm so excited. It's going to keep me up at night with the excitement about the world of possibilities that the doors have been opened for me.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jennifer always says it's just one share. Tisha was my one share. She shared this amazing information with me, and it has changed my life tremendously. Just one share and one quick decision. Y'all know I always boast over here. We get mad. We made a decision. When we get mad over here, something big is about to happen. It's a good mad. It's big, bad mad. I'm so excited.
Wow.
I have literally, my story is similar to Jennifer's. You know, I went to school, I got the degrees, did all those things, you know, and here we sit, all three of us, you know, those good government, federal employees, that part, good government jobs. That part right there. Okay, all the beautiful pieces of paper, you know, fancy smancy, you know, writing and officials and titles and all
that.
Yeah. That part. Yeah. By humbug. So
did I say I didn't get my 20-year award and I'm going on my 25th year?
Okay, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
You got to reward yourself. Now you know what Coach gonna say.
I am.
Okay. Yes. Yes, reward yourself. Okay, yes. So, you know, I played the game. I tried to run from it. My stuff ended up in default. And at the same time, I'm, you know, laying the same foundation that I was taught, you know, for my offspring, go to school, keep your nose clean, you know, get a good job, get the education, blah, 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 sign up for Parent Plus loans. And I looked up one day and it had ballooned into something that was so big that I could not handle it. I was in default. I had to pay my way out of default and then figure out how to get everything consolidated, because I would be on the phone one week saying, okay, I'll make an arrangement with you. And then the next week, oh, okay, I thought I talked to you last week. And so the loans are everywhere. You don't know who they're with. That's not my area of expertise. Okay. Because when I went to school and got those pieces of paper, I didn't go to school to be a student loan advisor. Heck, I didn't even know that was a career option. Who knew? When I signed up for them, they didn't say seek advisement. And the other point that I always make, and Jennifer tapped on this earlier, is that when I signed up for those loans, they gave without any, I didn't do any application that says we're going to pull your credit. But then, lo and behold, at the end of accepting all these loans, then they appear on my credit. How's that? Remember Arsenio used to say things to make you say, how was that? Because I never signed anything. Nothing that I signed when I got those loans said anything about my credit. They didn't say, well, what's your score? Let us pull it to see if we should give you these loans. However, it has had a horrible effect on my score in the years since then. When you're like, well, I can't get anything. I can't get my score to move past 600 and whatever, 650, because the loans are suppressing everything. And the debt to income ratio was crazy. And I said it before, and I didn't, you know, hey, if my family said, you know what, we'll take care of you for the next 5 years, you don't have to pay anything. Just earn a little money on the job and take that entire check and give it to the student loan people, I still wouldn't be paid off.
Right.
I still owe them. Okay. So it's just very unfair. And then this time and day and age of what's happening now, it just appears that it's going to be worse. And in some ways it has not been addressed. You know, it's the big pink elephant in the room. Nobody's addressing it, but they're still using the same I guess, approval rating to give those loans out that have been used before, and something needs to change. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I probably would have gone another route. So after finding out about the student loan advisor, who knew, you know, when I need advisement on dental work, I see my dentist. If I need legal advice, I see my attorney. If you know, when I need my neck and my back cracked, I go and get that advisement, you know, from my chiropractor. So who knew? You know, we got all these degrees. I think we're pretty educated, right, ladies? We're pretty darn smart. That's what the pieces of paper say. How did we not know that there was a student loan advisor? How did we not know that there is someone who is trained as a student loan advisor? Like I said, I didn't even know that was a career option, you know? So there should probably be even more of them out there in the world to really be a resource and help people. So I did mine. It was supposed to be 45 minutes, but I asked a lot of questions. And I asked a lot of questions, and after about an hour, I was told that I was going to be able to have $179,000 forgiven in student loans. $179,000, and Tisha always says, how do people sleep at night with that kind of debt? You know, and then just the thought of leaving here and leaving that kind of debt behind. That's not what I want to leave for my family as the legacy. You know, she left a lot of debt. That's not the legacy. I don't think that's what the book means when it says your children's children, you're leaving. No, that's not it. But to be able to be alleviated of $179,000 worth of debt there are some people in the community, and I'm not gonna step outside of my zone, but we got some real strong sisters in this community, some really positive, well-educated, intelligent women. And I know there's somebody in the community that could tell me in a heartbeat how many homes I could buy with that. What could I own with that, that kind of money, and pay it forward.
That's good.
$179,000 gone. How soon could I have fired my boss, and had that $179,000 sitting somewhere getting and growing interest on it in a positive way, not in a negative way. So my total was $187,000. I'm very transparent about it, and I'm only going to be paying back approximately $8,000 out of $187,000. I can do that. I can do that because see, I'm also in the coaching community with a coach that shows you how to go get the money. Okay, so I can definitely sleep at night now. I'm like, oh, because my coach is gonna say, use what you got in those hands, okay, to make that money, honey.
And it's talking about the debt. You talked about sleeping at night. It also it clouds your mind. Dealing with that, it clouds your mind. I don't know about you, Dr. Armstead, I have so much clarity now, and it's not just the student loan, but it's being in this community, being coached, being around millionaires all the time, being around positive people that are going we're all traveling in the same direction. We're all about helping each other. It gives you so much clarity. And then to have that student loan off my back, now I can take that money and invest it in me, to build my business. And the more money I make, not just for me, but the more money I make, the more people I can help. The more money I can give to charity, the more I can help my kids, the more I can help my family members, but they're not going to be coming over here roaching off all my money. I'm just saying, if y'all out there on my page, don't be coming over here asking me for no money because you found out I saved all this student loan money. That's just a disclaimer. That's just a disclaimer because y'all didn't try to help me make them payments before. If you want to get in the program, I'll get you in the program, but don't be coming over here talking about, can you make my student loan payment? No, I can't make your payment because I couldn't make mine.
Absolutely. And I think I saw a post from Tisha about the CARES Act is ending soon. So you've had a little bit of a breather because of the CARES Act. But in about 50 days, the CARES Act goes away. 50. Then what are you going to do? 50 days.
And don't let the holidays get you all crazy, because you're going to have a good time for the holidays. And then the day after, you're going to be like, oh my God, here it comes. Actually, you should have already gotten a letter in the mail. You should have already gotten something in the mail. And that should be enough for you to say, let me go Saturday, because Saturday is going to be an amazing day, because not only are you going to find out how you can get in, but you're going to be able to see a real live and in-person student loan advisor. He's amazing. I wasn't on the phone quite as long as Dr. Armstead, but I was asking a lot of questions too. He was very, very good. When he told me my how he was going to help me, I made him tell me 3 times. And I said, you better be telling the truth. Where you live, you better be telling the truth. I'm coming for you. But I've already gotten my paperwork in the mail from the people. I didn't mind giving my address this time, Tisha. I think I gave the right address.
Absolutely. And then also to be able to help your offspring. That's the second part of my success story, that I had my daughter to call and to find out that now she's going to be forgiven of $40,000. My payments are going from $315 to $54 a month. Her payments are going to 0.00. I think we can do that. 0.00. To be forgiven of $40,000. So it's not only, now that's the kind of legacy that I want to leave. That's the inheritance.
That's good.
That's the wisdom.
Good.
So that's the gift that keeps on giving.
I know. Thank you, Dr. Cynthia, for coming and sharing with us. Ms. Rose, you want to share a little something with the people?
Yeah, I had to wake up over here. Sorry, y'all.
Well, it's late. It's late out there where you are.
Yes, almost 12 o'clock. But I saw these. I kept seeing these posts. I kept seeing y'all put these posts up. I'm like, what in the world? But I ain't paying no attention to it because I was like, okay, I don't have no student loan debt, so that don't concern me. I'm not gonna be nosy. Then I flip on through Facebook. I said, okay, now she got a post up. Okay. And I
What they doing?
Yes, I see somebody. I was like, what the hell are they doing? So I asked. I checked what I did though is I checked a few other people's pages. I said, now, is this something I'm supposed to be posting on my page? And ain't nobody told me. Yeah, I'm for real though. I'm for real. I'm serious. I look and I check a few other people's pages. I said, well, okay, they don't have it up, so it must don't have nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. But yeah, I was thinking, did they forget to tell me I needed to do something?
Right.
So then I came to the presentation and everything, and I was like, okay, that's good. But I don't have any student loan debt. Thank you, Jesus. Got rid of that a long time ago. And matter of fact, student loan debt is what stopped me from going back to school. I would be in you all's predicaments because I wanted to go back and get my advanced degrees. But after I paid off that, I was like,
never again.
I was like, hell no. No.
D Moore said she thought the same thing, Rose. She said she checked the messenger chat like for a script.
See, I was the only one. I'm glad to know I was not the only one.
We do so much together, so yeah, I get it.
We do. And I'm thinking, I know daggone well they did not tell me. I was like, oh, okay. You know, I was like, okay. They ain't tell me it ain't for me. I ain't gonna be nosy. So,
well, I thought the same thing. But I have a killer question for you guys. Okay, so my question is that I know for a fact my husband has about $12,000 to $15,000 worth of student loan debt. Would this program also be good for someone with a lower amount?
That's what I'm getting. That's exactly what I'm getting to. I didn't have student loan debt, okay? But I went to a presentation with a lifetime membership. It applies to your household, to your children, to your children's children, your mother, your father, so on and so forth. My daughter had $12,000 worth of student loan debt. I didn't, but she did. And yes, they helped her. She now has no student loan debt.
All right, I'll be signing up for y'all class.
So come December 31 or January 1, because as they've said, the CARES Act ends December 31. She had to do something before then, and she has. So come January 1, she has no student loan debt and no payments.
Nothing. And what's amazing about this,
mama,
like sign me up. What's amazing about this, Ebony, and you'll find out a little bit more on Saturday, is that's not it. That's not it.
More to it.
It's much more to it. But we talking student loan debt. Go get registered. bit.ly/loanbegone20. And we're speaking to the American people. You either put my name down or Tisha's name down that we referred you. And you know what? Bring some friends, because y'all know some people that's
you know what? I'm gonna make a post about it because I really believe that people on my Facebook page could really benefit from this. Because when I read that, I said either this is fake
news,
or coach forgot to tell me something, or somebody to hack their account. Because I ain't never heard nobody say bye-bye to no student loan debt. It took me to get into the military for me to get mine.
And I think there was a lady who was in the military. Well, anyway, I'm not even gonna get into that. That's not. See, I'm being nosy again. Anyway, but like the ladies say, y'all heard it from me. Come on over here with us, and take care. And it's so much more than that. But that is one of the big things that everyone is burdened with now. I got the student loan debt taken care of for my daughter. But the big piece for me is the health care. because y'all entrepreneurs are out there, and I know all y'all don't have health insurance. Y'all can go on and say it's all right. It's all right. But it has a lot more components to it. So if you want to know about the healthcare piece, reach out to me. Reach out to me.
Ooh. Well, listen, let me finish my little presentation. We're almost done.
Thank you, Rose.
So what? Yes, thank you, Rose and Dr. Cynthia. Absolutely. So you see, it's not fake news because you have real life living testimonies. Listen, these are women of integrity, women of power. They're not gonna come on and tell you no fake stuff. So what's gonna happen? If you don't choose to work with us regarding this, January 1st, you're gonna have to start paying that money back.
That's right. Right after Christmas, too, Tisha.
Oh, wait. Horrible, horrible. So listen, if you ready to get started, you ready to get this off of your plate, off your head, off your mind, you need to come to this presentation. And what we're going to do is show you that by having a membership affiliation, that this is one of the numerous benefits to be able to work with a student loan advisor. And it's just the beginning, you know, like Sam's Club and Costco and Netflix and your gym that you probably don't go to. Some people lying to themselves, talking about, you know, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to lose this weight for real.
I'm going to get me a membership.
I'm going to give me a membership. Nah, nah, you ain't. But come on over here so we can save you some money. So this Saturday, November 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you need to be in the room. You need to be in the house, bit.ly/loan be gone 20. bit.ly/loan be gone 20. Come sign up so you can get this information. You got to register so that you can get in the Zoom room. That's your ticket. That's your admission. Come listen. You already got that. You might as well bring your letter to the meeting because you already got it. Bring your letter. Come on to the presentation so you can get this information. Get the process started. You sit down to Thanksgiving dinner or whatever it is you celebrate, relieved, and be at peace.
And what's gonna happen? I just thought of this, Tisha. Peep this. You come Saturday, you find out. If you want to find out about the other amazing opportunities, you can get in. And I know there are going to be smaller gatherings for Thanksgiving, but you're going to have some time off of work. What are you going to do with that time? Nobody's going out in Walmart trying to buy no damn TV and catching COVID. They starting their sales early. So this is an opportunity not only for you to save money from your student loan, your health care, but so many other areas. Guys, I'm telling you, if not this, then what? If somebody can tell me something better than this, I will listen. I'll listen, but we're going to have a debate. We're going to have a debate because if you can show me how I can make one phone call, spend 45 minutes of my time and get, let me see, I graduated in 92, 28 years ago. 28 years ago, I've been running for 28 years. That's why I shaved my head so they couldn't recognize me. But now I don't care. I'm telling them, yes, Jennifer King, my social security number, you need a fingerprint, retina scan, blood sample. You can have my real address. It is so relieving. When I got off that phone, I was like, what documents do you need from me? I'm sending them now. And they are so efficient. And you will have an opportunity on Saturday to come meet the gentleman who is our advisor. But again, membership has its privileges. So you're going to have to find out, how do I access this? And this is just a small part. And this can cover people more than just you. Rose told you her daughter was covered under this, right? My son, I don't have no grandkids. I don't need no grandkids. I'm not old enough for no grandkids. But it covers you, your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, your parents on your both sides if you're married, and your grandparents. That's 6 generations. I'm going to get my mom signed up for the prescription program because my sisters always complain, like, I had to go get mommy. I call my mother mommy. I had to go get mommy's medicine and it was this much. I'm going to put her in the prescription program. I'm going to put her in the dental program. It is just so much. I know we're focusing on student loan because that's the biggest area right now for the most American people is dealing with student loans. And we have yet to have an administration. And I'm not here to talk politics, but it is a huge problem. And we have yet to have an administration that can relieve us of it. Now, the programs that are out there that are available, you may think you're in a good program because I thought I was. I'm in an income contingent program. I have to recertify every year, tell them how much I make. And I'm over here being all grateful. And then I talk to the student loan advisor and he tells me, ma'am, there's 3 people you should have been dealing with. They didn't consolidate your loans right. So it's not even, you have all these different loans. That's why your credit is all jacked up because you have all this stuff on it. And I'm thinking it's consolidated. And I wasn't in the best plan because they'll talk about an income contingent plan, but he knows of programs that only require you to pay a percentage of that. See, ain't nobody telling you all of that.
Right. And there are over 70 programs.
70 programs.
That
and
they
it's
can
like
utilize.
they type in something. It's almost like CJ was talking about tax software and having an expert to know where you can find the savings because he's looking and he says, oh, this is the best one for you. You have a parent loan. Okay, you're going to need to do this. And then we're going to do this. My payment is now $58 a month. It goes down every year. It's going to decrease. And instead of paying 20 years, I'm going to pay 10. Instead of paying $400,000, listen to me, lean in. Instead of paying $400,000, I'm going to pay $11,000. And you know me, I'm going to go hit a lick and launch something. I'm going to get that $11,000 and just send it because I got a coach that teaches me how to build a profitable business. I'm just saying.
Ooh, you guys, bit.ly/loan be gone 20. Go ahead, sign up. You need to be here. Listen, don't let the seats get filled up and you don't get your seat.
Oh, yes, be sure. I didn't know until we talked the other day that there's limited seating. All the American people will not be able to come. Are you going to be left out because you can't get in the room because you didn't register?
Membership has its privileges.
I probably should go register so I can get. Do I need to register, Tisha?
Nah, you good. You good.
Okay.
You gotta see. You gotta see.
Okay.
But we want you all to register. We don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. Again, you have a solution. You already got the problem. Now here's your solution. If you've been asking, listen, for some of y'all that get kind of deep, you've been asking the Lord, don't be like the man who had the helicopter, the boat, and the rowboat. Come save him. And he didn't take none of it, waiting on somebody else. Listen, don't let that be your story. Here's your solution. Take advantage of it. Don't say, Tisha. How can I do that? Say, why won't I do that?
Right? Like, what's the number? Well, what's the link so I can get registered? And I'm going to tell you guys something. I always tell this story. Now I have 2 stories to tell about a share of the broadcast. Because the first share of the broadcast got me free. I was a slave at a plantation. And that's why y'all probably finna go to bed right now. You sleep because you got to go to the plantation tomorrow. I don't, because of 1 share of the broadcast. 1 share of this information got the gorilla off my back from Tisha. So in 2018, someone shared the broadcast with me, got me free after 33 years. In 2020, someone shared a broadcast with me and got that really. Listen, that's the sign. People are looking for one thing and you don't know how it's gonna come. Don't be skeptical, because I was skeptical. Tisha, took me 2 days after I got signed up. It took me 2 days to call, and I said, they ain't gonna be able to help me. I'm gonna be the one person they ain't gonna be able to help. Hell, at that point, I was the one they helped the most.
Exactly. That wasn't skepticism, because you saw that it worked. It was doubt and fear, because we think what happens for somebody else cannot happen for us, and that's not the case. So listen, if you got naysayers and doubters around you, you better give them the axe. You better 86 some, because if you get involved with us over here as it relates to the student loan debt, listen, we're on a mission. We want to set some people free. We want to break records.
I want to be on Good Morning America. And I want me and you going to be on Good Morning America. We're going to have a segment on there. I see it. And we're going to be talking about the millions of dollars we've saved people. And all the people that the longer you wait, the longer you're going to stress about it. Yeah. Come to the meeting on Saturday. That you are spot on. It was doubt and fear. I had heard numerous testimonies, and then I come up and I'm the one that saves the most so far. But then there's somebody that beat me. Yeah. There's somebody that beat me. I'm not proud of $239,000, but we have a lady who was relieved of $260,000.
Yeah.
She did the same thing. We have the same story. We would run. We would go back to school. She has 2 master's degrees.
Wow.
2, and all this debt, and we're not making no more money. See, we have a kind of warped thinking. Well, let me go back to school. You know, it'll defer this. I can get a better job and get in a better position to pay. It's hard now. It's hard. Why not check out this program? What do you have to lose? And you have so much to gain. And I say this again, if not this, then what? And don't wait until the CARES Act is up and just hope that they do something, because what'll happen is they're probably not going to do anything right away. And even if they do, the number is still there. It's still there. You could be taking care of it now. It's best to get in now because it takes 6 to 8 weeks to process through everything. So by 1/1, we're going to all be good. You can be in the process. Once you get off the phone with the loan advisor, you got a solid plan. You know where you stand. You know where you stand. You know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
No question. No question.
So listen, let me put this back on the screen so y'all can see it again. And Jennifer, I think our job is done. This Saturday, November 14th, which by the way is my sister CJ's birthday. Whoop, whoop. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's gonna be a party. bit.ly/loan be gone 20. See, we helping you to speak those things already. Loan be gone.
Be gone.
In 20. Loan be gone 20. Woo! I'm so excited. I know there are so many more testimonies to come. Yeah, Rose, I can't sleep now. Dr. Cynthia, I can't sleep now because I'm too excited.
I stay excited. Guys, if you're going to go get registered, comment me in the chat, whether you're in the Zoom room, on Facebook, on Periscope, out there, to all the American people. If you are going to go get registered, comment me in the chat, because we might have to get some more seats. But if you don't tell us you want to come and it fills up, we're not going to know.
Yeah.
We're not going to know. And then you're going to be over there talking about, I can't get in. I can't get in.
Ladies.
Yes.
Y'all just came in here and just knocked it out the park. Ladies, y'all just something else.
That's what we do.
Y'all are just recession proofing everything.
Yeah. Everything. It's time.
Every area.
And I guarantee you, Rose, there's probably, for everybody that's on here right now, you know at least 20 people that have student loans.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
20 people that have student loans. And you can invite them to come.
What
say, come on, girl. I know you're gonna have to pay again. And see, people don't forgot about it, because I think we stopped making payments maybe around March or April. People don't forgot about it. They got a little bit comfortable with that money. Now they talking about a second wave of COVID, shutting stuff down, probably gonna be laying people off again, and now it's coming due. The CARES Act is in and they ain't passed. Well, I don't know what the other act is called, the HEROES Act that they're trying to pass. They ain't making no headway on that. Why are you waiting on the government? Recession proof your student loan, poof, be gone. How about that?
That government had me off for 35 days last year.
Did they get, oh, you didn't have a student loan, but did you have people that got any type of relief from the federal government when they had that layoff, when they had that shutdown?
Have they paid you your back
Well,
money yet?
well, yeah, eventually you get it. But even when you were off, if you needed some temporary help, there was none, because if you apply for unemployment, you were gonna have to pay it back. I even applied for a loan through my credit union, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you 5 days to pay it back." Now it was more than 5 days, but I mean that's really the gist of it. They weren't willing to really work with you. I had a creditor to call me every day, like, "Oh, you can't pay us today? You're a government employee? Okay, talk to you tomorrow." And that's exactly how they treated me. So as Jennifer would say, these jobs ain't loyal. Listen, come on, stop waiting for a handout and come and do something for yourself. You have the solution. The solution is in front of you. So I'm excited.
And if you're on here and you say, "I don't have no student loans," we want you to come Saturday anyway, because we can tell you some amazing information.
Wink, wink.
A wink, wink. You want to be there. Whether you have student loans or not, get in the room. Don't make me cuss. Get in the room. Get in the room.
What better holiday gift to give to yourself? Yeah. What better way to do?
I came to a partial call. I need to hear a full call, because I'm telling y'all, among all my friends, that's always tea. They always tell me that. I personally don't have the student loan, but I'm serious though, because I have tons of them that have the, master's degrees and all of that, and that is always, like, I have friends that say, that's what's preventing them from buying a house. Yeah, because they don't. Tons.
And low key, I'm gonna tell y'all, when we get off of here, I really have an ulterior motive for all of y'all on here as it relates to the meeting on Saturday, and it involves the Bahamas. And that's all I'm gonna say. Until we get off a live stream, I'm gonna tell you when we get off. Okay. All right.
Okay. There you have it. But again, what better way to gift yourself? You have heard some amazing speakers tonight. You have been given some amazing information tonight. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Only thing we want you all to sleep on is to get some rest so you can come back and join us tomorrow night. Come back and join us tomorrow night, because we have a whole other lineup of recession proofing your life, your business.
That's good.
Your mindset, all of that. We're going to wrap it up, ladies. Chenadra, Ebony, y'all beautiful ladies, did it. What y'all want to tell, as Jennifer said, the American people before we leave? before we get out of here.
Had such an amazing time tonight. Like, this was incredible. Y'all, yeah, I'm about to get with y'all, because I got to erase this student loan debt. Look, all the speakers tonight, I done slid in some DMs real quick. I was like, let me slide. Just an incredible night, you guys. If you guys haven't been able to get into the room, go to www.blackgirlprofits.com. You can get in the room for tomorrow and the days after. We're doing this all weekend long. It is going to get really hype, and it'll only get better with time.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's right. So, y'all, Tisha, Jennifer, anything y'all want to tell the American people?
My parting words is, if not this, then what?
Chenadra?
My only thing is that connect with these folks. If you need them, I told you, take your notes. The next step is action. Look, they gonna work with you. So go ahead on and connect. And we gave y'all the link. So just do that. And we'll be back tomorrow to give you some more.
That's right.
bit.ly/loan be gone 20. Loan be gone.
And with that final note, we gonna be gone too. Good night, everybody.
Bye.